Immigration has become the defining challenge of our generation. Communities are under attack because our US policies are pushing people into the shadows. How we respond to this challenge will determine how we are remembered and who we are. That is why Raíces exists.
Raíces is a nonprofit organization that offers legal services to the immigrant community.
The vast majority of our clients have zero resources, and we try to help them pro bono.
We work with people who no one else will work with. We work with people who are in detention, women, children. We work with people who've been detained at the border.
We work with families who are intact. We work with families who have been separated. We work with people whose families have rejected them because they might be transgender. We work with people who come from war zones whose families have all been killed. We try and take every case, and when we do, we see it through until the end.
I look at our clients and I see my own family. I am the product of an immigrant family's journey.
Many of us that work for this organization are immigrants ourselves.
I'm a former refugee from Iraq. I came in 2010. My clients have the same story as mine.
My grandpa was an immigrant from Cuba, and really when I look at my clients, I think of him and I think of the rest of my family.
As someone who came to this country undocumented, I feel privileged and honored that I'm able to do this.
We believe that the Constitution extends to all people in the United States, including immigrants.
We believe that everyone has a right to due process.
We believe that no person is illegal.
We believe that refugees are supposed to be in the United States.
I mean, we believe that families should remain intact, and there's no reason to separate them at the border as punishment.
We're committed to people. We're not committed to parties. We're committed to the people.
We believe that we're all human beings and we deserve to be treated well.
Raíces was founded in 1986 and born from the sanctuary movement, which itself was a response to immigration policies in the early 80s that really made it impossible for Central American refugees to seek protection here in the United States.
It was a two-person office to begin with. We didn't have air conditioning or heat. We were distributing food, clothing, had medical care. We weren't doing visa work until probably around 2000.
When I started at Raíces almost 20 years ago, we were only 3 people, okay? 1 attorney, another legal assistant, and myself.
We've been here for a long time, and yes, we've met each crisis as it's come.
We just need to keep growing and growing because there is a lot of people out there that needs our help.
We have a family detention program. We prepare people for their credible fear interviews.
We're in the detention centers every day, talking to our clients, hearing their stories.
We have a children's program. We provide legal presentations for the children's rights.
Children need representation while they're still in detention. Otherwise, they would go to court alone.
We have community immigration services, which can range from renewing an application for DACA, to applying for citizenship, to applying for a visa on behalf of a crime victim.
We have a refugee resettlement program.
We help them to adjust into this country. We help them with housing and food and medical.
But also when they move to other cities in this country and need continuing services.
It's really about creating those partnerships with the community to make sure that our new community members feel welcome and safe and protected.
Last year I was almost deported, and Raíces came in, and without knowing anything about me, they helped me, and I don't think I would be there if Raíces hadn't helped.
I hope that one day our clients can be able to walk out on the street without a fear in their hearts. I want to be able to have a country where we can welcome asylum-seeking families in a system that isn't designed for them to fail.
They're a grassroots kind of organization that helps the community at the most basic level. They went out of their way to help me, and because of them, I'm able to keep going to school. I'm able to live the life that my dad brought me here to build.
When you work at Raíces, you actually get to witness our nation being born anew. Every time we work with a client, you're literally watching the beginning moments of one of those stories that we hear about. We talk about our forefathers. We actually work with people who will be the mothers and fathers of the future generation of Americans.
The most patriotic people that I've ever met are new immigrants. The most ambitious people, the most qualified people. These are the best people that their countries are sending. Why would you want to close the door on that?
We've been doing this work for more than 30 years. We were here before. We're here now, and we're not going anywhere.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the second to last game in our 50 hours of role-playing for Raíces, Texas. The reason we are here today is to raise money for this amazing organization that puts money back into the community to ensure that people get reunited with their families, that they get out of detention centers, that kids who are put in detention centers have legal representation. I believe this is one of the defining issues of our time, where we as a country get to choose how we act to the people in need who come here. We've already raised $4,204.20. Thank you, my meme lords, for making it $420, with only $600 to go to meet our goal and 6 hours to do it. We can absolutely raise this money together. This will be the single largest amount of money we as a community have raised, with, I think, 16 games with 80 players over 50 hours. The community at large has come together to support this. We've had amazing DMs along the way, amazing players along the way, and we have another awesome group for you today. So if you want to donate, you can hit that big cherry red donate button down there in the description. That's how you get your money through Tiltify to them. We don't see a penny of it because we want to make sure that the entire process is open and honest, and you know how your money gets where it's going. So go ahead and hit that donate button and help us out. Remember, $15 will give somebody advantage, $25 will give somebody a crit, and yeah, those are the ones. Oh, and everybody who donates at least $5 gets one free PDF from Mageham Press, The Complete Warden, and if you donate $10, you get 2 free PDFs from Mageham Press, The Complete Warden, and Taverns and Tankards. So you have lots of reasons to give us money for cool stuff and an amazing cause. So with that, I'm going to throw it over to Maddie, and we're just going to hop in and start gaming.
Party on.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot something. Oops, I forgot. Yeah. I have to, we had a bunch of giveaways over the last 4 hours, and I get to tell you who won things. So first, we have a $25 digital prize pack from Evil Hat Games. That went to Grendel's Matter, I think, because German. Next up, we have the Modern Age Core Rulebook provided by Green Ronin Publishing, which is going to Neo Gabby. And last but not least, we have a $20 Hero Forge gift card that's going to Chaos Device. Please direct message or whisper or whatever it's called on Twitter the Welcome to the Party account. We will do our best to get to you as quickly as possible, but if you just ping us, it's going to help us as well. So between the two of us communicating, we'll get those. Maddie swings in with the first $50 donation, taking us out of the 420 zone and making us 425. That's also happy and sad at the same time. But with that, I'm going to throw it over to Maddie as I process some gifts.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, thanks for being here, folks. I am excited to do this. So let's go around and let's have our awesome players introduce their characters. And well, right before we do that, just this is DnD5E. I don't even know where this is. Like it's not like Faerun or anything like that. I don't even know if it's my own homebrew world. Some places have names and it's a thing. It's just something I came up with. So, it's fun. It's for charity. And Yeah, here we go. So why don't we just go, we'll start right next to me and we'll circle around and make our way over to Sean. So let's go ahead and start with Tall Squall.
Hey, how are you doing? I am super excited to be here. This is a great cause, and there's no way I'd miss it. Even if there was a Cat 5 hurricane out across, like right off my coast, heading towards us, I wouldn't miss something like this. Actually, everything should be fine here where I am, but still keeping an eye out for all the rest of the people here in Florida, as well as the Bahamas, which is getting hammered right now. But I am playing Fulton Stump, who kind of reborn, for those of you who watched me on Learn by Play. Fulton was my character there. However, he's didn't make it past Asarak back in the day, so he's back. He is a Paladin Oath of the Ancients and he is a Circle of the Moon Druid 2 in this, and so he's kind of nature tanky dude. And for those of you who've seen it, actually, I might be able to link it somewhere. There's some great artwork that was done for him way back in the Learn by Play days, so that y'all can get an idea of our imagining of old Fulton Stump.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. And okay, so gonna have to learn how to pronounce some of these names. And so is that Crafty Psych?
Yes.
Awesome. Go ahead and introduce your character.
All right. Hi, y'all. Tonight I will be playing Evian. She is a Water Ganassi Bard, College of Lore.
Oops.
And I'm excited because I don't play bards often, so this is going to be a hell of a fun time.
Awesome. I love a bard. I just love full casters. That's my jam. So, and bards are awesome. So awesome. Mm-hmm. So glad you're here. So glad we get to play a game together.
Yes. I'm excited.
Shakespeare.
Hello, I'm Shakespeare, and I'm playing Flit, who is an Aarakocra who looks like a tiny hummingbird, and is a 2 rogue and 4 warlock great old one, because I love that eldritch. I'm very excited to be playing this because I have never multi-classed before. There's a lot of stuff. It might take me a while to scroll through things, but I'm so happy. I love my lock.
Oh, good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited we get to play a game together. On the forefront.
Yes. Hello, I am Thor, and I will be playing the Kobold Monk Palik, who is a hornblower of some great fashionable army somewhere far in the past. It's probably retired.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you for being here, and so glad we get to play a game together. Dream Wisp.
Hello. How's it going? I am Jen. I am playing Nar. Nar is a half-shot Arkai, Hexblade, and Swashbuckler. So she's Hexblade 2, Swashbuckler 4. She accepted her family blade when she was younger, and in doing so made a pact with the Raven Queen, but her human side helps buffer that a little bit. Her only drive is, though, she wants to master swordsmanship. So that's something she's been doing ever since. It's an insatiable drive to master swordplay. And she's awesome. I love her. She's also colorblind, so that's fun.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm so glad you could be here, and
so excited to be here. And thank you, everybody who's here. And please donate. This is such an important cause.
Definitely. And last but not least, Sean.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sean, also known as Throck. I'm playing Harkin, who is a Scourge Aasimar Hexblade warlock named Harkin, who's essentially Geralt. Yeah, but not really. I do have 2 long swords, though. One of them silvered, and the other's not. Because Geralt. Shut up. Don't judge me. Uncle Ook, thank you for the $50 the $50 donation to Ryasis, Texas.
Only good judging here, Throck. Only good judging.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started here. So we're starting this off, and we're just going to cut to the chase and say that you all know each other. You've all traveled together, and you find yourselves, you have found your way to the village of Trove. And on your journey here, you notice that this area is, it's been defiled. It's been sapped. It's like a vast wasteland almost. But there are still people that live in this, well, what used to be verdant plains, now like this sunken valley of black. That's the best way I could describe it, black. And as you've found your way to the small village of what couldn't be more than 20, 30 people, maybe, you find yourselves in the largest building in the village, local tavern. And of course, you do know that there are roads that go through here. Obviously, it's a shorter distance for some of the trade, but not a lot of people traverse this because it is eerily quiet all the time. Hardly any wildlife. Yeah, we'll go with that. But you find yourselves in this tavern, and upon entering, it is a very different picture from what's outside. You see light, you see fire, you see life. As there is a halfling bard in the corner, playing a very uppity, happy tune, and another female halfling behind the bar, and you see a few folks congregated over here and over there. It feels comfortable, and nothing like it is outside.
I wonder, have we met any fierce monsters on our way here, considering the blasted lands we are traveling in?
No. You didn't encounter anything on the way here.
Good wasteland, okay.
Yeah, and I mean, there's really there's nothing. There's no insects flying around. There's no birds singing. And there was nobody traveling in the opposite direction. So all you know is that the last encounter that you had before this, you were essentially given this you were given this gosh, the word just totally escaped my brain.
Words are hard.
It's
Describe it a different way.
Yeah. So essentially, like almost like a reading like a psychic reading of some sort.
Okay.
Oh.
I can't.
Prophecy.
Yeah.
I can't think of the what I'm trying to say there, but it was telling you that you had to venture to this valley, and you don't know why. You have no idea why you're here, but you followed it. You came here, and as you enter, and you see all the kind of joy that you just wouldn't expect after traveling through this area for almost 2 days. And as you find your way in, there's the music, and over in the far right corner, you see almost like a gathering. There's an older man who's talking very loud, and he's almost the words that he's saying sound obviously exaggerated, the way he's telling this story.
Like a hyperbolic storyteller, or like a big old dirty liar? Okay.
No. Hyperbolic is perfect word for that. And he's going on, and he's like this little old man, but he has this very loud. His voice carries, and there's probably like 3 or 4 folks sitting around listening to him. But it's kind of it's taking over the music and everything like that, and what you're hearing is things about how this land used to be verdant plains, and it was lush and it was beautiful, and it was until this wizard came to town, and it was his he set up shop not far from this village, and his tower over the years sapped the life out of this entire area. And he just goes on and on about this crazy mad wizard who had these who had numerous familiars that were strange and scary, but it just sounds like hyperbole. So
I would likely toot Halleck's horn as he crosses the room towards the halfling, making eye contact with this man. It certainly sounds like embellishment to the 3rd degree. And I imagine Palak will look to Fulton and say, "They were waiting to bring this on us before he came in. It's a whole speech, I think."
I don't appreciate speeches.
Right.
But this land is unnaturally barren.
Morals. More like, yeah.
Probably some
Perhaps.
truth. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Perhaps we should look into the tower.
Right, through the window.
Coin first. Maybe this guy will pay us.
I want pie.
Coin is good.
Give me pie.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I hope the food is as lively here as it is in contrast to the outside.
So up comes the halfling woman, the barmaid. Hi, folks. Come on in. Here, take this. There's a big table right here. Go ahead, have a seat. What can I get you?
What's your name?
My name is Delanda.
Delanda, what's that old man going on about over there? Mage Tower. Familiars.
No. Mage Tower, nothing. You know, it's... You don't want any part of that. No.
Look at the 6 of us. You think we don't want any part of that?
I most certainly would like a part of that. Thank you very much.
What brings y'all here? Because you're certainly not local.
By the way, Nar, when she's in public, generally disguises herself as a high elf.
Okay.
Shadar-kai are very strange looking. And she's half Shadar-kai, but she sticks out a little bit. And it's a lot of explaining that she doesn't like to have to do. So she looks just very elven, blonde.
Awesome.
Lift is near constantly flying, just like.
I try to get on a stool.
Hovering around people.
Try to be at eye level with Flit in that case.
Not many folks come out this way, at least not your types. You've all got...
Well, what's my type? What are you saying?
Oh, you've all got some experience, don't you? There's dings in the armor and...
Are you insulting my armor?
Yeah, it's on armor.
No, I'm just saying you've seen some battle. So you're here. So I'm guessing you're...
How long has it been like that up there?
Oh.
Is that like a long-term thing or is it newer?
Yeah, it's been a while. I was a child when there was still some grasslands.
And was it really a wizard who caused it?
Oh, there was a wizard.
Or what do you think caused it?
I'm sorry?
What do you think caused it?
Oh, it's beyond me. I don't know. I just... See, there are some mines that are still left out here. That's why there's still some of us out here. I'm just the one that I just take care of the folks that come out and work. I don't know much about wizards or, little dragony thingies that flitter around.
That's new information.
Dragony thing. What? Are you talking about the familiars?
Yeah, there's the familiar. What was it? It looked like a little dragony thing, but it had like butterfly wings.
Oh. Would any of us know what a pseudo dragon is?
Yes. It's not quite the description of a pseudo dragon, though.
Okay.
The butterfly wings are more. That's more of like a fairy dragon. Mm-hmm. And so I would say anybody with any fae knowledge would probably know that.
Not me.
And it's not uncommon, but the one thing you do know is that they tend, if they are chosen as familiars, that would be the master's usually a very chaotic. In that, that's what you would glean from that. Yeah, and the others and the I don't know much about it. We haven't seen anything anything come out of that tower in over a decade.
What's the wizard's name, by the way?
His name is Nathrael.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Nathrael.
Nathrael.
Do you know of anyone that could give us the information without all of the embellishments?
Oh, you're talking about old, yeah, well, no.
It's for a good story, but when you need to piece out the truth from the embellishments, it can get a little hard sometimes.
Yeah, what you want to do is you buy him about 2 whiskeys, and he totally mellows out.
That seems backwards to the way it's worked previously. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I hand her some coin and go buy that man 2 whiskeys, and then tell him to come talk to us.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, your hair is excellent. How do you do that? It's just lovely.
Who, mine? Or hers?
What?
Hers. Well, yours is lovely as well.
Well, thank you, I know.
Oh dear,
I mean, that braiding is so even. Remarkable.
Well, I've got 3 daughters, and, they like to see mom off, right?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
So, good on you.
Thank you. We believe that the positive atmosphere helps keep us lively.
How do you maintain such a positive atmosphere?
Pure grit. Pure grit.
I respect that.
Is that on the menu?
Yeah, is there a place to get that grit?
Just listen to Sarah for a little while longer. You'll feel better in a little bit. Let me get you some food. Y'all probably haven't had a square meal in a couple days. It takes a couple days to get here.
My meals are always circles.
Always what?
Circles! Pies don't come in squares.
Square pie.
Square pie.
Pie.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Awesome. That she wouldn't say awesome, but
Pie has a preference for pie.
Okay.
Do you have any honey or flowers? But honey, you don't have any flowers. Black outside.
Well, no, we don't have a lot of flowers, unfortunately. They don't really make the journey. But I can get you some nectar. Yeah. And yeah, okay. I'll be back, and I'll get I'll get old Bobby some whiskey. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and sidle up to old Bobby.
Palik toots on his horn in a very daunting long note.
What? What? We need to get information for getting them whiskey.
I'm building atmosphere.
Oh, fair enough.
Fulton, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Fulton finds whatever table is sort of over in the corner, even if it's occupied, probably having to dodge the chandeliers or anything that's hanging from the ceiling with his antlers, and goes and sits down and begins just eating good berries.
Okay.
We're supposed to share those.
I'd like to go outside actually really quick.
Okay.
I want to get a feel for this place.
Okay.
Obviously, something extraordinarily terrible happened here.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do a nature check?
Sure, that's something I have skill in. Yes, that I know the natures. That would be a 6.
Okay. Wow. So it's really weird outside, and
guys, it's really weird outside.
Totally weird. But this is something I would almost say. Why don't you go ahead and just could you roll another one you had advantage? I'm just curious to see.
Sure.
You've been traveling through this area.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Because I was saying, you've been traveling through this area for a couple days. You probably, pick up on something. No,
I pick up on nothing. I'm too busy not using first-person pronouns.
Nothing. So the it just looks you're like yeah.
Weird.
Dirt's not supposed to be like that shade of gray, like that almost kind of black here. And
is it red and green colorblind, or is it
me?
There's just
I'm from the Shadowfell and there's no color there, so it's really pretty much black and white vision for me. I'm completely reliant on everyone else telling me what colors things are because
it looks like crap out there. Real bad.
How so?
Just brown and black. Gross. Like someone burned everything. Yeah.
Like dirt or like ash?
Look column A, look column B.
No flowers. That's bad.
Yeah, no flowers, no bugs, no anything really. There's really not even a breeze.
Are there any landmarks? Besides this tavern, which is the only gleam of hope and life within this distance.
Right. So around this tavern, in this little village, as we call it, just a few.
What are the quotes for?
Because it's really, it's like maybe a total of 6 buildings. It's
empire. It's an empire, guys.
It's very itty bitty, but essentially, yeah. So the valley, you've traveled a couple days through this valley, and it is really just barren, black, but the other thing is you can't really see all that far out. Even when the sun is out, it's almost like you get about maybe half a mile away, and everything just kind of looks fuzzy, hazy.
Hazy, okay.
Yeah, very hazy. There's light. Light comes into the valley from the sun and everything like that during the day. It's just barren, and you can't really make out anything more than about half a mile away. So.
Fulton's going to look around and see if there's any animals inside the tavern, like mice, rats, any type of small, critters that would normally find their way into a place where there is no food outside, make their way inside to this place.
If there are small roaches or things, Nar takes them and puts them in a jar that she carries around.
I imagine the whole party gets on their hands and knees, starts crawling to find all the little ones.
So I would say go ahead and do a nature check at advantage for that.
Let's see what we got here. I get first roll of some new dice.
Yeah.
And a nat 20.
Nice. Yeah, that's a way to break it in.
So with that, there's nothing except for a cat, a single cat. And it's obviously it's a chubby cat, you know. It's obviously the pet of either the proprietor or, you know, maybe the bard. But that's it. There's no mice, there's no spiders or cockroaches, no little vermin, nothing.
Fulton will take he has sort of these sort of religious symbols, almost look like small dream catchers.
Okay.
That he has that sort of dangle off of his antlers and around his neck and off of some of his sort of bark like armor. And he's going to take one off and start dangling it out to sort of see if the cat will come over to where he's sitting at this sort of quieter table.
Okay. Why not roll animal handling?
Okie dokie. Oh no. Ooh, 5 plus a 3 is only going to be an 8.
You're also a druid, right?
I am a druid.
Okay.
Druid and a Frobog, so I can sort of be calling him in his language. Actually, which gives me advantage on.
I was going to say roll that at advantage for sure.
Okay. 14 plus 3 is a 17.
Okay. Okay.
Better.
So yeah, you see it just kind of catches in its sights. You see its pupils just kind of expand, and it kind of crouches down and then just starts bouncing in your direction.
Kitty.
Yeah, Fulton is not a smiler, but he does crack a little bit of the corner of his mouth lifts just a slight bit, and with his voice, which is very deep, sort of there's almost a weird, very low. It's a growl, sort of. It's kind of his normal, but it does kind of sound a little bit like a purr as it's coming towards him. And when the cat gets over to him, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Ah, okay.
Talk to the kitty.
And that is okay.
Yeah. It's not really a saving throw. It's just you gain the ability, I can paste it in. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, whatever they can perceive or have perceived in the past day.
Now, I like to hope, for goodness sake, that, come on, really? A 3? No, I'm sorry. Cats are smarter than a 3, but have you met any cats?
I was going to say, right? Especially one that owns the place or thinks they own the place.
They all think they own the place.
Yes.
Though I love that they put that they have a wisdom of 12.
There you go.
That's true. That could be that they're not terribly smart, but they know what's going on.
They think they're very smart.
They know the ins and outs.
My cat Cricket, she's a fucking genius, but
For the record, and I don't know if this is honest or not, but Joe Sondow, the amazing Joe who ran our Star Trek game last night, has said $300 to fight Xanathar.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know how serious he is, so we'll see. But
I mean, if you want to,
I was gonna say, we've got I can pull up the stats. It's on D&D Beyond.
I'm like, if you want to fight, if you want them to fight Xanathar, like we can do that. Donate $300. I'll do it right now.
Basically, the cat says Xanathar's in the back room.
I mean,
Joe says it depends on who the next GM is.
The
there
next
you
GM
go.
is Leona. Leona Bedlam, who runs our Vibrant, Visible, Victorious one-shot every Sunday night.
Yes. So yeah, all right. You can speak to. I'm gonna call him Rusty.
Okay.
Adorable.
And Fulton just sort of looks down at him and sort of still playing with him and just, hello, friend.
Oh, hey, what's up? Wait, I understand you. That's so weird.
Yes, it is one of the gifts that I've been given by the ancients of the forest.
Huh. Okay. I understood all of that. This is so weird. Am I asleep? Am I dreaming? I don't even know what that is. I don't know.
Well, sometimes when you're chasing something and can't find it while you're dreaming, can never catch up. That's a dream. This is not.
Oh, okay. How can I help you?
Well, this surrounding land seemed to be blighted in some way.
Yeah, it's definitely unnatural out there. I don't really go out there much, because, it's gross, scary.
It was not a pleasant place to even travel through.
Yeah, no. No, I remember coming here, and no, that was not fun. So you're going to the tower, aren't you?
Well, I was going to ask you if that's in fact where this originates. It's odd to me that in a area of such blight, that a tavern such as this would exist untouched by it.
Well, it's not untouched. The people here make do. They're just very optimistic people. So, but you're not the first folks to come out here hearing about the tower and going out there. No one's ever returned. Well, there was a scout once who came back, didn't go in yet, talked about how it was just a massive tower on just a little chunk of rock being held up by pipes and strange strange metal legs. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what the word for that is. I'm a cat. But anyway, yeah, they went in, and no, they never returned either.
How long ago was this that this other group ventured that way?
The last group, probably, I want to say, I guess a month, maybe. There was a couple groups, maybe a month or two prior. There was just like one idiot. Oh, I don't know. He's really full of himself, and he just went out there by himself. And God, I'm
Never try to solo the boss, guys.
I'm betting to guess that he died quick. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go out there. It's, probably better just to leave the valley and I don't know.
Rusty is the proprietor of this lovely establishment that you obviously are the owner of. You get to hear many things.
Yes.
Wander amongst the tables. Entertain the patrons of your fine establishment.
Oh, of course. I am the center of attention.
Of course.
Or like the center of gravity.
That too.
Have you heard of any of the rumors about what may guard the tower or what may lie within? Certainly, people must speculate as often as you drink and eat. Humans don't hold their tongues like cats do.
Oh, no. No, humans, they never shut up. Boy, howdy. It's from what I hear, a lot of the getting to the tower, the difficult part is the terrain and just how it's all kind of like suspended up in the air with, odd metal legs and whatnots. And of course, the area out there is certainly more, I guess it's more swampy. I don't know. That's what the scouts said, something like it was swampy, except it smelled like acid or sulfur or maybe all of it. I don't know. It was pretty gross. I think that's really more of the problem of getting to the tower and getting in there. You don't really see much creatures or anything. There's never been any reports of that. Yeah.
Understood. Well, we will be sure to keep an eye out for all of that.
Well, if you're going to go out there, I wish you luck. And, this is fun. I like talking. I hope you come back again. This is cool. I like this.
We no doubt will chat again later. Any message you'd like me to pass along to the humans that you keep here with you?
Oh, they're halflings and they're lovely. They mean well and stuff. You could tell them that it would be nice to not live here anymore. I miss the coast.
Meow.
Yeah.
I will be sure to pass that along. Thank you for your time. I know you're quite busy in your running of such a fine establishment. I don't mean to keep you away from your other guests.
Oh, yes, I am late for a bath. And then he starts cleaning himself.
True form to being a cat.
Yeah, Fulton will lean back and ponder on all the things that he heard from Rusty and sort of keep an eye out as he does, keep his eyes peeled for what trouble the rest of his friends might be getting into or out of, etc.
So while they're all exploring outside and Fulton's talking to the cat, Evian is sitting somewhere where she has a clear line of sight of the man with his exaggerated tales, just to kind of keep an eye on that large group and listen in.
Okay.
Because she, well, as a bard, likes hearing stories, likes telling stories, so is trying to basically listen to try and start taking some of that information to maybe piece apart what's the exaggeration, what's not, to kind of help in this whole research of what the hell is this tower and do we need to do something about it?
Right. Okay. Could you go ahead and just do a quick, let's do an insight roll.
Okay.
Is it Jen? Is it Nat? Say your character's name once more.
No.
I pull on Nar's, I pull and I go, hey.
Yes.
You're gonna go talk to him. Do you need muscle?
You're very strong. I think sure. Why don't you come with me?
Yeah. Just let me know if you need any real hard stuff.
I absolutely will. Would you like to sit on my shoulder?
I love this so much.
I got a 21 on that insight check, by the way.
Okay, there you go.
18 plus 4.
So yeah, you are as you sit there and you're listening, really taking in the story as he goes on and on and on and on. You are picking up on much of the hyperbole and what sounds to be like probably truth. And I'll say that at least 90% of the words coming out of this man's mouth is hyperbole.
Of course.
There's definitely a tower. It is not far from here. It definitely is the source of issue here. And yeah. And that's everything else just is just crap. Yeah.
Got a story to tell?
It's fluff. You know, it's just added fluff to make it all.
Trying to insert himself into the canon.
Yeah.
Wow. Got to make coins somehow.
Yeah.
And also help keep people happy by telling stories. So.
And then Jen and Ford, you are heading over to the gentleman. Is that what was going on?
We sent two whiskeys over already, and we are heading over to talk to him.
Okay. So as you're on your way over, they have the whiskey, and they've already taken one. Just bam.
Whoa.
And as he goes to grab the second, looks over, sees you walking up. Oi. Whoa. Okay. Cool. And he downs the other whiskey.
Hello. How are you doing?
And all of a sudden, he just kind of pauses.
Are you all right, friend?
Yes, I am doing just fine. And so his vocal tone has just drastically dropped. And he's sat down at the table instead of standing up, and it's just, oh, cool. How can I help you?
One moment, scum. And Palak will jump off of Nar's shoulder, get on the table. He's going to take the 2 glasses. He's going to sniff them and see if that really was whiskey. This is weird.
Okay. Let's, golly, what is that? I would say probably either nature or perception. I don't know. Investigation?
Or investigation.
Survival, maybe.
Survival sounds good. I like that. Yeah.
Good. I have 0 in survival. 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they do a lot of drinking at your monastery?
No.
Okay. So you take in the whiff from the 2 glasses, and this is some of the strongest whiskey that is even made. And so your nose, not used to this kind of smell, yeah, it burns into your nostrils, and
it's poison.
The smell is gross.
Yeah. It's poison.
It's super boozy though, because and the glasses just kind of like they drop out of your hands just from the yeah.
Are you all right there, Palak?
I have a great constitution. It is fine. What is not all right is this. There is upstanding man.
What's wrong with it?
People drink this stuff.
People drink this stuff all the time. It's good whiskey.
Can I smell it?
Yep.
I cautiously, Palak hands her one of the glasses.
I'll take the glass.
Okay.
And then he quickly turns around and starts running his tongue along the inside of the one he still has.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
adorable.
So cute.
Jen, is your character familiar with alcohol, whiskey, stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. Then you smell it, and oh yeah, this is like the good shit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Nothing smells off about it.
Nothing smells off. This, honestly, the smell is probably the best smelling whiskey you've ever smelled. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's very, it's kind of floral. It's It's, but and it has that burns nice. It's not.
Oh, burns so nicely. That's so delicious. How are they getting whiskey that's good out here?
Oh, I make it.
You make it?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not just a storyteller. I'm a terrible storyteller. But it's
why haven't I heard of you before? Why? This guy's exceptional. I'm shocked that I haven't heard of your work before.
Can only make so much. We, getting the supplies out here and stuff, it's not great.
Yeah, it's a dump.
I mean, we can only do like maybe a good cask worth a year. So,
Yeah. Well, I'd love to buy some if I can.
Well, tell you what, I know what you guys are doing here. I know where you're headed. If you actually come back from that place, I'll give you a cask.
Give me a cask. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's an incentive.
Because, yeah.
I would like Halleck to sort of make eye contact with Evian, and he's like, cask. And he holds up the cup.
And Palak, could you please make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Gladly. I rolled a 17.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
+1 to my Constitution, so that means I have an 18 as a total.
Well, not having drinking anything, not being a drinker, and being a kobold, tiny. You're that. Look around the glass, because this is the good stuff. It's got legs, it hangs onto the side of the glass, So yeah, you've got a little buzz going on, but it's like, and it's something you're not really used to feeling, but it's mild. You're fine, And
fortitude. Palak, you're leaning a bit. Stand up straight, yeah? There you go. Well, why don't you sit on my shoulder for a bit?
I'll hang on your off your shoulder.
Good.
Yeah.
Why don't you just sit down for a bit? Just sit tight. We're going to get going soon. How about some water, please?
No more.
Oh no. Perhaps in a bit. We have
Where's the tower? We need to get more.
Well, yes. If we go accomplish what we need to do, we can go get more.
We're going to get more. Where's the tower?
Where's the tower? Actually, that's an excellent question.
That's the question, isn't it? So yeah, you really can't see far out in this place. But you step out the front door here, and if you look to your right, if you look to the right, there's that little. I say little. It's a water tower, but it's it's one of those short ones. Little water tower.
Oh, well, that's on the metal legs. It's elevated. Sounds like it's not.
So you just walk past, go towards the water tower. Walk past that. There's going to be a little trail, and the trail will take you out to where the tower is into the swamp. Should only take. Should only take a couple hours to get out to the swamp area. I mean, from there, I don't know how you're going to get into the place. Nobody ever comes out, but
That's not your concern. Your concern is to provide the barrel, the cask. Me with her.
Wow. Yeah, this is not the first time. People definitely like the whiskey. Yeah, maybe we need to leave this place. We should probably market this stuff, get out of here. My sister really likes it here. So, for some reason.
It's a terrible place to raise a family.
You are not wrong, but you're not wrong. Okay. So
guess Evie just kind of watched this whole time, but giggling.
Yeah, this whole time, Flitz has just been beaked down in whatever was brought to him. Just like if it was a glass of honey or something, he's just beaked down.
Yes.
Harkin is outside.
Bird is Flit.
Harkin's outside staring in the wrong direction.
A hummingbird. Yeah, he's a basically like a black hummingbird with like greeny blue plumage on his chest.
I love him so much.
It's just like.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, you think we should think about getting going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time
So
of day is it?
you guys,
Do you have anything that might be helpful for us on our journey? Anyone?
Anything helpful we've provided to other groups, other people that have come through here.
Fair enough.
I don't think we have anything left.
In the legends, did the wizard have any weaknesses in the songs? Was he ever beaten?
Well, he was a bit scattered. Not many wizards had multiple familiars, but he did, and they were all different. I guess.
Different like us? And I just
What forms did they take? We've heard about one that was a dragon with butterfly wings.
Oh yeah.
What else did we have?
Well, there was the it was like a big snail, right? But it had like a weird face with like things that like swung around. It was very disturbing.
Flail snail.
Oh yeah, flail snail. Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Barriers to have. It must be powerful.
Flail snail. Yeah, flail snail.
And what else? How many did you have? You have 3? You have 4?
Well, we know of 3.
What was the third?
The other one was, it was like a giant platypus. Yeah, I know. It was the weirdest thing. Because whoever sees a platypus, I mean...
I've seen many things on the war trail. Never have I seen a platypus.
That's true.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, and there was something about it. I'm not sure what was up. It was kind of glowing, and it would float around. It was very disturbing. I don't know. That's all we really know of, but we've heard tale of other things like horned foxes and things like that. I don't know. It's just strange stuff. I don't know.
All right. Good to know. Well, thank you for your aid and your words. And I'm looking forward to that Casco escape. So.
I'm looking forward to you guys coming back.
Well, you hadn't heard of any weaknesses of this creature, correct? Any specific weaknesses?
No, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Well, we'll figure them out when we get there.
All right. Well, good luck.
All thanks. And I'm going to go start gathering everyone. And let's do this thing.
Flit looks up with just like a glass like stuck to the end of their face. It's like, what? Wait, are we going? Oh.
Here, you need a hand. Gently. There you go. And I grab it.
Oh. Just starts like cleaning stuff off their feathers. Like, thank you. That was. Why don't they make glasses bigger? Okay.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to fast forward a little bit. And we're going to say that you guys have you've done up everything that you needed to you've wrapped up everything at the tavern. You've headed to the swamp where the tower is. You've reached the swamp area, as it was called, and what you're seeing is it's a very boggy black. It almost looks like little lakes of tar everywhere.
Ooh.
Okay, and there are the only way to really describe it is by modern terms, but like metal piping that reaches from the ground up into the air, and there's got to be like 20 or 25 of these long metal shafts that are curved and bent, that essentially hold up this chunk of rock that the tower sits upon. The tower, that chunk of rock is probably about 100 feet up. And you've got at least about 100 feet from the edge of where there's like dry land, and some of that the first or the closest of the metal piping. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little narrative skills challenge.
My favorite.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to have everyone roll initiative, and we'll go by initiative order. Everyone's going to describe what their step is going to be. They're going to use a skill, one of your skills, and describe like why you're using that skill, how it's helping you do what you need to do. And we're going to have you roll. There's not going to be a pass fail, but the more successes that we have throughout the, we're going to do about 2 rounds of this, the better the outcome once you get into the tower will be, or vice versa. What was I going to say? And then with this, you can't use the same skill someone used before you, and you can't use the same skill you used the turn prior. So that'll be really that. So let's say anybody 20 and up.
23 with a natural 20.
23 for Palik.
25.
25 for Mar. 15 through 20.
17.
Okay, 17 for Evian. All right, and let's just say Flit, what'd you get?
13.
13, and a Harkin.
It's a hardcore 6, my friend. It's a hardcore 6.
All right.
You just get to round us out. Final punch.
Yeah.
I'll just in case he comes back, let me go ahead and I'll just drop a roll for him. I just want to see what his bonus is. Ouch. Okay, that was a terrible roll. All right, well, so he'll be last, apparently. Okay. So what's your goal here is to essentially get from where you're at, which is at the edge of what looks like tar, lakes of tar up into the tower. There is, from your vantage point, there looks to be a almost like an obvious front entryway that is on the rock, essentially. You've got the metal tubing all throughout. There's the tar. There are no creatures about, but there is a thick mist, almost green in color, really kind of bizarre smelling as well, that kind of hovers in places and kind of obscures things a bit. So we'll each have you guys describe like one step at a time, and we'll go from there. So we'll start with Nar.
All right, so we need to get to the tower, correct? And so are there places we can walk or move along to not step in the tar?
Let's okay. I'm gonna say you'd probably want to have to maybe use your turn searching for that. Or to determine that, because it doesn't look like it, at least. That's what I'll say. It doesn't.
It's hard pressed to find them.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll use my
perception, maybe?
Perception to go ahead and look for that.
Okay.
$15.
15. Okay. 15 is a success. Cool. And so that's good. What you're seeing is as you kind of you're looking out and about, you do at the corner of your eye, you spot that there are little sections that look just like the tar, but kind of the light kind of bounces off it a little bit differently, and you can tell that is that's something solid sticking up that you can.
Right. Does everyone see that? And I indicate it, and if people can't see it, just to illustrate that specifically to everyone.
Oh, right. Oh no, I haven't. I didn't do that. That's good. Okay.
I will use my the amulet I have, which allows me to try and cast a cantrip, any cantrip I want, to try and cast dancing lights, I suppose, to move them, to show where the steps are. So to use that, I think I need to go higher than that.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah. So you cast the dancing lights, and the small points of light pop up right at the little areas where you see these almost like little stepping stones, going through some of the what looks like tar. Palak.
All right. So we see these stepping stones. I'm going to try to... So, is this muck? Does it pain us as well as incense our nostrils?
Well, you'd have to touch it to find out, really.
Touch it. Touch it.
Touch the muck.
Touch the muck.
Okay, awesome.
This is the bonus action of my natural skills. I have something in mind.
Well, so you're gonna reach down into the muck, is what you're saying.
What?
Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please.
Oh, snap.
I got a 1 and a 14.
Can I?
Oh no!
But
Can I give my? Oh, go ahead.
But somebody donated enough for a reroll, so I will try to get something better than a 1. A 17. 14 and 17. So 14 plus 1 is 15.
Thank you for donating, friends.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Doing wonders.
So, you stick your finger down into it, and as your finger kind of reaches in there, you feel like a dull pain that starts to radiate up your arm. And your stomach starts to feel really unstable for a moment. But you gain, you hold yourself enough to where it doesn't go too far. You don't throw up, nothing like that.
Gross! And I wipe it on Harkin's tunic.
What? Why?
Ground booger.
Why?
Oh, me not touch it. You knew what would become of this.
My tunic magically goes funk because it's actually magical traveling clothes that automatically clean themselves.
That's right.
There you go.
I will always look dashing.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Here's what we'll do. Do any of you have a staff?
I don't.
I have a crowbar.
I do as well.
In that case, I would like to find a large branch, and I would like to use Fulton's stump and this large branch to tie off rope. So there's something we can crawl across. But in order to make this crawl high enough, I will need to leap onto the next path that we will need to go. And I have 50 feet of rope. Okay. And if need be, I can jump very far.
So are you wanting to use athletics here? Is this
acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yeah, okay. All right.
Tightens his gi, his little black belt.
And he leaps. Ooh, 25.
Nice.
Damn. Well, I mean, it's a stunning success, but it's still just a success, but it is fantastic. The leap that you make is graceful, and there are flips and turns all in midair. It's like Cirque du Soleil, but
it's as though my body is the embodiment of the bad storyteller. All embellishment, no function.
That's just showing off now.
That's fantastic.
20 face.
Magnificent.
For that line right there, you can have an inspiration. So yeah, that was good. So Evian
is heavy. He will be our anchor. I'm sorry, Tall Squall.
Hey, he's a furball. He's a big dude. It's okay. Yeah. Evian.
So seeing Palik leap and kind of like the gauging the distance between where we're at and like the first step, I would like to use Arcana to cast a cantrip, and you do shape waters and freeze a 5-foot cube to help us start traversing this bog.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the Arcana.
Okay.
And this is going to kind of determine what happens here.
All right. 19.
Okay. So you start to speak the incantation of your cantrip, and you're attempting to freeze this liquid, not sure. It's sickening liquid. That's all we know. It's kind of made Palik a little sick, but okay. And as you're casting this, it feels like the words at first aren't really taking hold, but you twist it enough, you get it just right, and yeah, that 5-foot cube freezes up solid, just in a nice little midway point. That makes it a lot easier to get across.
And it's frozen for the next hour.
All right. Very good. Flit.
Flit has been flying this whole time, so it isn't really. It's kind of looking at the tar and kind of going, "Oh, they're walking." Okay, and it's going to fly out across the tar, just avoiding it completely, and start using his crowbar to kind of poke to try and find more stepping stones. So it's going to use investigation to basically just try and find the path for everyone who's can't fly.
I like that.
Yes,
and what's
the dancing lights should be indicating it too.
yeah
Oh, cool. The steps are.
And that goes yeah. So we'll say that
He's trying to poke it to make sure none of them are going to disappear, or none of them are illusions. It's just kind of like, is this a rock? This is a rock. Is this a rock? This is a rock.
the sorry, Flit is okay. Flit's also a rogue. Okay, great. So you can essentially use a bonus action to dash. So you can go out a little further past where the dancing lights were, and you can do that essentially, kind of help extend, to extend the path. So go ahead and roll your investigation.
That's 17 plus 6.
Oh, okay.
Someone do the math for me. I can't do math.
That's 23. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
So you start flying out, and you can look down, and as you go, you kind of poke down where the dancing lights have lit up a number of these stones, and you poke down just to feel them out, make sure that they're there, they're stable, and you're able to fly out a little bit further, and you start to find a few more as you go, and but at that point, I would say maybe after the ones that are highlighted by the lights, I would say maybe about 2 to 3 out. You'd probably have to hold at that point until you're able to kind of either get the lights to move further out, or just something to kind of mark this. So you'll have to kind of hold just to kind of keep track of it from there, and then that would bring up Harkin.
Yeah. I would like to make a persuasion check. And what I would like to say is, look, we are such an amazing community. I mean, party. I've counted the steps, and there's only $544.8, steps left to make it to the top of our goal. Tower. we can rise through this wispy, orange-haired bullshit. I mean thick, green fog and make our way together to meet this amazing donation goal. I mean, make it up to the top of this thing.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That's a 19.
19. Well, that was very convincing, and I would certainly hope.
Can I give advantage on that? Can I give my crit to that?
Yes, you can.
I will give my crit that was donated to that.
Thank you.
So, friends, please donate some more so we can get that crit back.
Aye. Real quick, Sean, how far away are we from?
Oh, from break?
Oh yeah, break time.
15 minutes.
Okay. So we got
13 minutes. 13 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So let's. What I'm going to say here, let's see if we can get a couple more of these turns in beforehand, and but yeah. So since Fulton's not here, we'll just go ahead and head back up to the top to Nar.
He's a paladin, correct? Is there something
he is.
we can do to support the party to bless us or give us some?
Ooh, bless.
Some good berries, maybe.
Some aura or something to get us some buffing.
Let's. Didn't I have a? Yeah, here. Let me see what he's got.
He sits down in a tavern and he eats good berries right in front.
Oh, cheapers. Okay. Now is that for? Saving throws.
It's a really pretty guys.
It's Tiger Eye.
Got the new
Oh, there we go. Okay.
This is nice.
And his beholder's gaze.
So we'll say that they
We're sharing our D4s while you're looking at
I don't know
stuff.
why we're doing this, but
I mean, because
like I said, I have 10 sets within reach.
So he's going to he will do a fairy fire at the stones that Flit found.
Ooh.
Yeah. So those will be there'll be a section of those past where the dancing lights are. There's going to be 1, 2, 3. We'll say about 4 stones more that are going to be lit up with a violet light. And that will be Fulton's contribution for that.
Thank you, Fulton. Appreciate it.
And okay, so back up to Nar.
Too kind.
All right. So acrobatics has been used. Arcana has been used.
Oh, just the skill that was used before you is the one you can't use, and the skill that you used on your last turn. Okay. So the skill that was used before you was
persuasion.
Persuasion. That's right. Persuasion, and then you used.
I use perception.
Perception. There we go. So those are the only 2 skills that are off the table. You can use any other skill you'd like.
Excellent. I will. Let's see. So, can we start crossing? Is that part of where we are? Or are we not at that point?
You most certainly can. It's not going to be too. Oh, okay. It's not going to be too difficult to do now that things have been outlined, highlighted. There's an extra step out there. There's rope. There are a lot of helpful ways to get across, and you guys can get, as it stands right now, you can get about 2/3 of the way across. Why don't we just say you can get to the metal pipes? That's what we'll say, just to, because Harkin was so persuasive earlier. Yeah.
All right. Then I will go to the metal pipes. How do they look? Are they a smooth climb up? Are they a have landings or?
There are some that have like little bends, and they, so they bend down, bend up, and bend around. I would say that they're not super smooth, but there is a little bit of they're kind of slimy. So from this odd haze that gathers around.
All right. I'm going to see. I'm going to take take out my rope, and I'm going to use my thieves' tools, I suppose, to really get through that slime and create small, almost like handholds on there.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and that would be, so you're going to use the thieves' tools. That would be a sleight of hand?
It would be thieves' tools specifically.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
That would be a 25.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll say that with your tools and your natural quickness, you're able to get handholds about halfway up.
Awesome. I'm going to anchor them with the rope so that people can follow pretty easily without any danger.
Okay. Perfect. So
now.
Real quick, just to catch Fulton up, we're doing a little skills challenge here. We're all done in initiative order. Everyone, there's the this bog. Looks like black tar. It's sickening. You don't want to touch it. There have been steps created to cross it to these large metal like legs that reach up to the tower area. And so each person's taking a turn using a skill and describing what they're going to do to help get everyone up there. We had just hit your turn. We had you cast Fairy Fire on some stones to help highlight the way. But if you'd like to go ahead and actually take a turn and use one of your skills and describe narratively how you're going to help them get up there.
Well, Fulton, knowing that he couldn't do what he's about to do without, he couldn't cast Fairy Fire. So he cast Fairy Fire to help everybody else out. And he's kind of a big, top-heavy Fulberg of a guy. So he, though, will, so then you will see his form goes, this could help. And he uses his druid ability and turns himself into a giant spider and then shoots using his web and his web spider climb and his web walker ability will basically sort of spin some rope lines, some web lines in order to help people out and across. If there's anyone who seems to be having trouble, as he is a large creature, if you'll allow it, he will. I think we've got several small people in our group who, if they aren't the most dexterous in our travels, and he's aware of that, he would let them hop on his back, and he would web walk across to get up on the legs, the legs of the tower, not his legs.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and let's do athletics on that.
Okay, and it's the spider's athletics.
Right.
I've got all the things.
I'm not looking that up.
On is this a difficult surface or considered to be a difficult surface or anything?
No, you can just make a straight roll.
Okay. I was just seeing if I actually had advantage because if it's, unless it's, if it, yeah, because a spider can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down and on ceilings. So
it is going to be difficult because of the slime and stuff like that. Yes.
Cool. So because that's without making a roll. So with the roll, that would be a 15.
Okay, that is the DC there. So, so with all that, you turn into a thing with legs and climb up and yeah. I'm severely arachnophobic.
Oh, are you? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I could power through. And so you have you've got the kobold on your back and you're climbing up and everything like that. But with Nar's rope and all of the things combined, before we head into break, you guys are at the entrance to the tower at the top.
Amazing. Awesome. All right, so it looks like we're about to go into break, but before we do, I get to set up a new giveaway. And as you know, we have the amazing Dungeon Master from Heroes of the Veil with us on this show. So
I am not the Dungeon Master.
Oh, you're the, what did I say?
I am a player.
A player. Oh, that's right. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Extraordinary. So I cannot take credit for Dungeon Master.
One of the amazing players from Heroes of the Veil, and now I'm just going to kind of hide a little bit in my...
Oh, it's all good.
Where
Sean, it's been a long weekend. It's okay,
It's been such a long weekend, but it's been so amazing. So we're going to do !Veil. And I'm going to open that giveaway up now for the next 18 minutes. And thank you, Michael Wayne, for the other $10 donation. Somebody will get a reroll. What do you get? I already see people signing up, and I love you for it. You get a College of the Opera and Cartographer class PDF by Hannah Rosen, the Opera Geek, a 1-year pro subscription to Roll20, or Be a Better Campaign Master PDF by Absolute Tabletop by entering now. We will draw those at the break, at the end of the break. So we will be right back. Yeah. Yeah. And thank you guys so much for all the donations so far. We love you. Remember why we're here. We're going to roll the video once we're out. But if you have the opportunity, share one of the tweets you've seen, get the word out there so we are so close to our goal right now that I can taste it in my mouth. This will be twice as much as we raised for last year's fundraiser, on top of doing it for an amazing, and absolutely necessary nonprofit down in Texas doing the hard work of immigration justice. So with that, now we're gonna go to break. Okay, love you all, and we'll be back soon.
Immigration has become the defining challenge of our generation. Communities are under attack because our US policies are pushing people into the shadows. How we respond to this challenge will determine how we are remembered and who we are. That is why Raíces exists.
Raíces is a nonprofit organization that offers legal services to the immigrant community.
The vast majority of our clients have zero resources, and we try to help them pro bono.
We work with people who no one else will work with. We work with people who are in detention, women, children. We work with people who've been detained at the border.
We work with families who are intact. We work with families who've been separated. We work with people whose families have rejected them because they might be transgender. We work with people who come from war zones whose families have all been killed. We try and take every case, and when we do, we see it through until the end.
I look at our clients and I see my own family. I am the product of an immigrant family's journey.
Many of us that work for this organization are immigrants ourselves.
I'm a former refugee from Iraq. I came in 2010. My clients have the same story as mine.
My grandpa was an immigrant from Cuba, and really when I look at my clients, I think of him and I think of the rest of my family.
As someone who came to this country undocumented, I feel privileged and honored that I'm able to do this.
We believe that the Constitution extends to all people in the United States, including immigrants.
We believe that everyone has a right to due process.
We believe that no person is illegal.
We believe that refugees are supposed to be in the United States.
I mean, we believe that families should remain intact, and there's no reason to separate them at the border as punishment.
We're committed to people. We're not committed to parties. We're committed to the people.
We believe that we're all human beings and we deserve to be treated well.
Raíces was founded in 1986 and born from the sanctuary movement, which itself was a response to immigration policies in the early 80s that really made it impossible for Central American refugees to seek protection here in the United States.
It was a two-person office to begin with. We didn't have air conditioning or heat. We were distributing food, clothing, had medical care. We weren't doing visa work until probably around 2000.
When I started at Raíces almost 20 years ago, we were only 3 people, okay? 1 attorney, another legal assistant, and myself.
We've been here for a long time, and yes, we've met each crisis as it's come.
We just need to keep growing and growing because there is a lot of people out there that needs our help.
We have a family detention program. We prepare people for their credible fear interviews.
We're in the detention centers every day, talking to our clients, hearing their stories.
We have a children's program. We provide legal presentations for the children's rights.
Children need representation while they're still in detention. Otherwise, they would go to court alone.
We have community immigration services, which can range from renewing an application for DACA to applying for citizenship to applying for a visa on behalf of a crime victim.
We have a refugee resettlement program.
We help them to adjust into this country. We help them with housing and food and medical.
But also when they move to other cities in this country and need continuing services.
It's really about creating those partnerships with the community to make sure that our new community members feel welcome and safe and protected.
Last year I was almost deported, and Raíces came in, and without knowing anything about me, they helped me, and I don't think I would be there if Raíces hadn't helped.
I hope that one day our clients can be able to walk out on the street without a fear in their hearts. I want to be able to have a country where we can welcome asylum-seeking families in a system that isn't designed for them to fail.
They're a grassroots kind of organization that helps the community at the most basic level. They went out of their way to help me, and because of them, I'm able to keep going to school. I'm able to keep the life that my dad brought me here to build.
When you work at Raíces, you actually get to witness our nation being born anew. Every time we work with a client, you're literally watching the beginning moments of one of those stories that we hear about. We talk about our forefathers. We actually work with people who will be the mothers and fathers of the future generation of Americans.
The most patriotic people that I've ever met are new immigrants. The most ambitious people, the most qualified people. These are the best people that their countries are sending. Why would you want to close the door on that?
We've been doing this work for more than 30 years. We were here before. We're here now, and we're not going anywhere.
Do that funky thing.
And welcome back, everyone. We are here for the second half of our second to last game tonight with this amazing, gorgeous, wonderful, creative group of people you see around me here to raise money for Raíces, Texas, one of what I think is one of the most important nonprofits we have in the country right now due to their frontline work for immigrants and refugees, ensuring that those who get detained get undetained, that children who are separated from their families get put back with their families, because who the fuck does that? Apparently our country right now, and so we need to support the people who are doing the work to make sure that it stops. And we're so close to our goal. We have, somebody just put it in chat so I don't have to math, $473.80 left to raise in the next 4 hours, and I am like 100% confident you all are going to come out in droves to do this. So absolutely get out here, get the donations going, and if you can't donate, that's okay too. Being in the chat is a huge way to drive the knowledge that this stream is happening as well. It gets us closer to being on the front page of Twitch, and people see it higher up in their whatever. So yeah, check it out. Be here, and also, if you see tweets about it, and we'll share another tweet link here in a second with donation information, retweet, get it out there in the world as well. Every little step along the path helps to make it to our goal and getting this money to an amazing organization fighting on the front lines of immigration justice. With that, I am going to pull some giveaway winners for our last giveaway. Our first thing to give away is College of Opera and Cartographer Class PDFs by Hannah Rose and the Opera Geek. I will pick our first winner. It's Michelle Ely. She is amazing and in our Tuesday Rifts game. Yay!
Congratulations!
Woo! Next up is Be a Better Campaign Master PDF by the amazing Absolute Tabletop. Boink! Lynn Meyer won that one. And I got to flip through that one. Lynn is amazing, and I'm really glad she won that. And last but not least, the big prize for this first half is the 1-year pro subscription to Roll20. Zed! Oh my god, Zed, who is actually starting a new game on the channel, and I'm just picking winner here. I love that he got it because he's starting a whole new game on the channel on Monday, and so yeah, hells yes. I need to log these real quick, but if you want to bring us back in, Maddie, I can do that and work while you're doing the gamey bits.
Yum 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 yum.
Yum 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 yum.
Awesome. So you guys got to the entrance to the tower above, and you find your way in, because we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit, so we can try to get ourselves to the end. We've made it through 2 sections of this one shot. We have 2 more. And this next one could either go really quickly or really not. So, it's all about puzzle solving, right? So, let me bring up Roll20 here.
I have a quick announcement to make.
Go ahead.
Just because I just saw it in chat, the amazing Michelle Ely has just said if we can make it to 4,800, she will donate the last $200 to get us across the goal, which means that we need to make, math is hard for me, $274. We need to get $274, and the last 200 is guaranteed. So let's make that happen.
All right.
Excellent news.
This.
Money. All right. So I've moved the players to the page where there should be a puzzle displayed.
Yes.
Oh. Puzzles with numbers.
I know.
Oh.
There we go.
So,
puzzles with numbers.
This is great.
We are going to everyone is going to get an investigation roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From everyone?
Yeah, each individual person can roll investigation, and depending on the outcomes, we might get a clue.
I feel so bad because I think I've already solved it.
Oh, good. Well, that's great.
Well, what's 13 plus?
Okay, investigation. Oh, I got +1.
So that was 13 plus what?
19. I wrote the math down.
Okay, 19.
17.
Okay.
That's
17. Fulton got a 0.
Okay.
On a nat 1, and I have -1.
Oh.
Fulton is not a numbers guy. He grew up in a forest. He's dumb stat ent.
Well,
it's like instead of like numbers, it just looks like little squiggly lines that keep moving around.
Are those slugs also?
Right.
That's not even his voice.
That's how bad the investigation was.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. Fulton now speaks in someone else's voice.
6. Okay. Harkin?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was paperworking. So 17 plus investigation, right?
Yeah.
20, even Stevens.
Okay. And what did Nar get?
16.
16. Okay. Shoot. So before I bring up the clue, I am curious because Palak seems to maybe have solved this.
Maybe.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
I think. Oh yeah, I have to do it in character. I think these are numbers.
And that is correct.
Numbers have empty squares. If we pick the right celebrity, we can get the correct answer. No. What we can do is that the missing squares have to possibly subtract or add into the squares around it. So I think that the 1 goes here.
Okay.
And I wait for a reaction.
Okay, so you move the 1 into the slot, and nothing happens.
I'll take that as a good sign.
Can I use my investigation?
Okay.
No, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Okay. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
And then I think you can chime in if you want.
I would.
They look like numbers.
I think the 7 goes here.
Okay.
Ragnarok, thank you for the $50 donation.
Whoa!
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So $50. Why don't we just like save our little friend here from making a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, because that was not going to be pleasant.
Oh no, I goofed.
And we'll move the number into the right place. There we go.
Ah, that's right. God bless it.
I understand nothing that's happening here.
Nope, same. Yeah.
I don't understand
any of this.
I don't understand numbers.
It's fine.
All right. I obviously, I'm really good at picking out puzzles for groups. I'm telling you. This is, and I can't even find that. Stupid. Okay.
Well, that might give.
All my brain is telling me is that it's not Sudoku. That's all I've got. It's not Sudoku.
It's not.
I thought it was playing Sudoku, but then I noticed that like the number rules must be different because it's not. Okay.
Okay. So. Oh. Okay. I think I found it.
No, that can't be it.
Oh gosh, darn it. There's. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Where'd it go? Awesome.
There was no context for this puzzle, right? There's nothing on the walls. There's nothing.
There's supposed to be a clue, and I can't.
Fine.
I can't find it now.
The cursed wizard. He has found us.
It's.
Oh, and Maddie, you get a crit.
Oh, nice. Thank you, because we're about to have a battle soon.
Stop it.
Because that's fun. Okay, hold on. All right, so I can't remember the wording for this, but essentially, okay, let's just make something up. All right, numbers count against your time, assuming that your world is prime.
Oh, so prime numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so 113, that line is prime, so that would have to be either a 1 or a 7 in the second line, second slot.
Right. Wait.
But it doesn't add up to a prime right now. But no odd numbers added together equal up to other odd numbers. So that's not true. 3 + 1 + 1 would be 5. I'm bad at math. Don't let me talk.
Okay.
I can't remember what the prime number is, so I'm just going to be quiet.
Okay, here we go. I gave Palak inspiration earlier. Palak, will you please re-roll your investigation? Do it at advantage.
Wow. 4. 15.
Okay.
I should have used my bubblegum dice. Look.
All right.
What I want to say is that the 2 goes here, but I don't.
What is this? What's this guarding?
Okay. Like essentially, this is like this is your key in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is there any way of picking the lock?
Okay, so the numbers that were placed were correct.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Definitely,
that was
they were definitely correct.
And the seven. And the 7 is there.
Yeah, 7's there. So what you're seeing, okay, I'll give you the line. So you're seeing a 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17,
17, 19,
19.
20.
Hang on, guys, is it
329, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, so we have to add up to, okay.
There you go. So those are numbers. Like the two numbers make a number. So for the ones like rows 2, 3, 4, I looked at this. I thought it was pretty darn good. I was,
I like it.
I still don't understand what just happened.
I didn't make it, and I can't seem to find which book I got it out of. So we'll have to, but I will tweet later on today when I do find it to thank this writer that I got off of DM's Guild. So you place that last tile, and the main doors open to the tower. And so we're at, okay. So what we're going to do here is you're going to essentially get to this room here. So let's find, how do I do that?
What's your question?
How do you bring the tokens over to the... I moved the player sash to the page, but the tokens don't really move with it?
The tokens will not move with it. You need to... Tokens. Yeah, you have to copy paste them.
Oh, okay. Okay, can do. Perfect. All right. So let's do that. Copy. Okay, and then paste. No, that did not work. There you are.
Yay!
Okay, so let me just move you guys back up to top of these stairs there. And there you go. Okay. Do you guys have control of the individual token?
No.
See, now I thought that's the part I thought I set up correctly, but apparently I did not.
So what you would need to do is right-click on each one. So you could either just assign all the tokens to all the people, and that would probably be the quickest way to do it, because and then we just each take our own token, and you just select them all, and that little cog will come up.
Oh, I see where. Yeah. Okay, this is a different thing here. Okay, so I'll just really quickly just click all players just to make it easier. I thought. Oh,
I can. Yeah, I now can move Nahir.
Yeah. There you go. So, but
I can't move me.
I'm figuring it out. I just gotta do one at a time. Save. Save.
Yay. Okay.
Almost there. Sorry, guys. I am still new to this.
It's all good. It's a family that plays together and learns together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone should be movable now, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So you're at the top of these stairs, and so you look down, and at the bottom of this landing area, this room, there is a door that is covered with with some type of glowing force shield door thing.
Gotcha.
And you can't really see through it all too well. But I didn't want to do the fog of war thing. I was just like,
it's fine. Yeah.
So, So there you go. And for now, we'll wait for initiative stuff. You guys could go ahead and explore and do what you want to do.
I have detect magic at will.
Okay.
I would like to detect magic.
Okay. Obviously the door.
Yeah, for surezies.
And can you just give me a perception at advantage real quick?
Can it be a deception check? Oh, at advantage? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, at advantage.
Okay. I got net 20.
Woo!
Yeah,
there you go.
Nice.
Gracious.
Which, by the way, is a 20.
Well, plus modifiers.
No, that's plus modifiers.
That's
Yeah.
That's his modifier, bagel. So what you get is you're scanning around with your Eldritch Sight, I'm assuming is what you have?
No, I'm scanning around with detect magic.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah. So Scourge Asimar, get it as an outlaw. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So you're scanning around, and there's the bookcase over to the left.
Yep.
Of the door, and there is one little book over on the third shelf over to the right that's got just a hint of like magic aura coming from it. Just a hint. It's so faint you would have missed it otherwise.
All right. Something in the bookshelf over there. And I walk over to it.
Okay. And you can move your token, right?
Yeah, but
right? No? I can move
absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Oh, you got it. All right.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I'm there.
I'll move you over. Okay, cool.
Hit me at the bookshelf with a long sword.
So you reach out, or do you reach out for the book? What do you do?
I guess I want to make it. Hey, who's our rogue?
Well, me and also.
This all trapped.
No. Who else is the multi-pass rogue?
I think it was it Flit?
Yeah. Me. Sorry.
Yeah, want to know if bookshelf is trapped before grabbing the book.
Sure. Is that a thieves' tools?
Investigation.
Meh.
If you guys do it together, you could get advantage.
Okay.
I'd help out. Yep.
We'll take
Let's
that.
get together.
Yeah. Let's get together. Yeah.
That's a 10.
Have a real good time.
Okay. So you both are scouring over the bookshelf, just looking at the ins and outs. It looks safe.
I think it's okay.
Yoink.
Okay. All right. Make a death saving throw. I'm just kidding.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
I know. I like to joke, especially with Sean. Okay. You pull the book, and what I would like you to do, though, is I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, though.
Sure. I have numbers in that. I got a 16.
Okay, great.
Good.
So you pull the book, and you feel a surge that just kind of jumps up your arm. And
thank you to Jago for the $150 donation. Just putting it out there. That we just got $150, which means I do believe we need $44 until
$33.80.
$33.80, and then we will have officially made goal. Holy crap.
That's amazing.
All right. Well,
That's so awesome. Thank you so much, Iago.
That is amazing. Thank you.
So you feel the surge, and it's yeah, it kind of grabs you, but then all of a sudden, you just feel like it just release. And as it releases, you see the glow of the door drop. And with that, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, poo.
I know. Because, that's what we do.
Star would be very stealthy about this. Also, can anyone help me out? Roll20 is moving. Like, I can't move my character because the frame moves.
By reloading.
Oh.
Huh.
$10 from Zed. We're getting very close.
Thanks, Zed.
Ah, gosh darn it. Okay, really? I am trying to.
I was going to say, with my initiative roll, I probably am not all the way at the front.
Oh, yeah. Rolling initiative.
There we go. Cheapers.
Bolton is still confused by the numbers in the previous room.
Okay.
Split is very distracted and isn't even paying attention to the fact that the door is open.
Okay, so let me grab my book here. Okay. And so 20 and up. Oh.
Yeah, 22. So I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh. All right, so 22 for Avian.
Anonymous just gave us the last $23.80 we needed to meet our $200 pledge. And then Maddie donated $33.88.
We made it.
We will officially be... Let's just take a moment before going into combat. Over the last 2 months... I don't have anything prepared, but I'm going to cry a little bit as well. Michelle, if you were in here, we made the pledge to goal. And Bisonic just donated $25 as well. So over the last 2 months, a ton of people have just come out from everywhere to help us put this together. Y'all know we're in something close to the darkest timeline right now in a lot of different ways. And there are people, human beings, crossing the border every day who are not treated with the humanity and dignity that they deserve. There are 10 million undocumented human beings in the United States right now, and more crossing every day, who deserve respect and treatment, respect and proper treatment, because they're human beings, and a human being can't be illegal. And so that has been our overriding goal for the last 2 months, is to be able to raise money for an organization that was on the forefront of this work. And we just did it. We wanted to... $5,000 was an aspirational goal for us. Last year, we set a goal of $3,000 for our work with Trans Lifeline, and we didn't quite make it, but we were really happy with what we got. And so we decided together to say, let's shoot for the moon. Let's try for $5,000 to see what happens. And because of the 80 plus people who have come out to play, the 16 DMs who have been running games, the producers who have been working tirelessly along with me on the production stuff, which is Wyvern Swing, who was our full-time backup producer, and Miriam Media Junkie, who produced a number, Kate, who produced one, Fox Barrett, who produced a number of the games as well, have been keeping this thing going for 50 hours and allowing everyone to do it sustainably as well. Last year I did the full 36 hours by myself, and I swore I would never do that again. And they came in big time. The mod crew has been huge in helping. You saw Leona, she's been in chat a ton today and is running our last game and put together our final game as well, and has been on the back end helping us run a ton of the prize stuff with me and Midair, who is the prize queen and was the one who was able to get all of this amazing prize stuff for you all. So just this community in the last 2 years that I've been in it has been so amazing and so giving and generous and kind. And just from the bottom of our heart as a community, thank you for the work that you all do to allow amazing stuff like this to happen. we provide a platform, but a platform without people is an empty stage. It takes you all to fill it. And I thank you. Thank you so much.
Sean?
Yep. If I had fanfare, I would play it.
Everything you guys do here is fucking fantastic. I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan. That's why I sponsor this group. That's why I love this group. Thank you. Okay, buddy. I called you buddy again.
No, it's fine. I love you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Just thank you for everything you do, because you do so much.
Oh.
And before I start crying, 15 through 20.
Everybody gets a crit.
Oh, no. I got a 14. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
Nar, what'd you get?
17.
17? Okay. And was that Flit? Did you?
I got 5.
Oh, I got an 11. I'm sorry.
Okay. So let me see.
Do we need a second for everyone to just breathe and come back? Yeah.
Should we take a quick break?
I think so.
Okay,
let's take a second.
Let's take a moment. We'll be
and enjoy this moment, and
savor.
Yeah.
Savor this victory.
We'll be back in just a second, team.
2 minutes. Yeah.
All right, thank you all so much for giving us a second to kind of compose ourselves, because we needed it. There was some emotions, and that's a good thing. But we're back, and we're gonna beat some people up, apparently, with some pretty crappy initiative rolls.
Okay, so, boy, where's my? Okay, because I'm like, I can't remember anything, and that's probably like, okay. So I have what I was able to catch was 22 for Evian, 17 for Nar, 14 for Pellic.
Yeah.
5 for Flit. What did we get for Fulton?
4.
4. Okay.
Oh, I'm not the worst. Yay!
And the tank is last.
And what do we get for Harkin?
I'm an 11. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Yeah. That's not too shabby. Oh, right. I got to roll initiative too, huh?
Nah, that's cool. All your dudes just going 0.
I don't fear you.
Maybe I do. Maybe a little.
So that's a fudge. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Okay. what's his name? Let's call him Captain Tool. How about that?
Yeah, Captain Tool.
Oh, that reminds me of Captain Power. Anybody else watch that show?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had the little
Oh.
flyy ship thing that you shot at the screen.
Oh.
I had Captain Scarlet as a child. That was the thing.
It's because you're British, and everything there has to be scarlet. Yeah.
And that's 9, and that's going to be.
Just
It
kidding.
was made by the same people who made not
Captain Planet.
Strider. It's actually a different show. There was a show
Thunderbirds.
called
Oh,
Captain Power,
Thunderbirds.
written by
That's what I wanted to do.
Straczynski.
Okay, then I go here.
And then there's Captain Planet.
I think it's that. I think I just go like, poof, there we go.
And the Planeteers.
Alrighty.
You could be one too.
I wish they'd bring like creepy toy animation back.
That's like 86
I
people
actually
shooting now.
don't. I actually
Not
don't.
86 people.
I don't, because I don't think. Okay, we're getting off topic, but here's the thing. I don't think the Saturday morning cartoons that a lot of us grew up with, like Captain Planet and like the real Ghostbusters, would survive the censors of today.
I don't know.
Actually, no. They would not survive the toy companies of today, I think.
That's more likely.
That I would agree with.
Yeah.
Mirror Shadow, thank you for the $20 donation to Ryasis, Texas.
Awesome. Mirrors.
We are just killing it continuously.
Thank you all.
Okay.
I told these guys off stream today that we were able to do like a small piece of good in the world, and that makes it a really good day. So thank you all for being part of a really good day.
A really good day.
Really good day.
Really good day. Roll some dice, do some good.
Initiative's a thing, and we're gonna be in trouble.
Roll dice, fuck ice.
Dice,
fuck ice.
Do we
Roll the click clack meth roll.
do we know when it's when we're going to be flailed?
By the snailed.
Okay, so so basically, yeah, you guys are positioned where this happens when Harkin grabs the book. So
I am going to be stealthy as this all happens.
okay,
So
go ahead and roll stealth.
I am yelling.
15.
Okay. Okay, very good. So for those of you that can kind of see through the little doorway there, there's like a big glowy circle on the ground.
Yo, Gabby with $10. Joe Sonda was 69. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Woo!
Oh, there you go. 69. Awesome. That should be like a special thing. I don't know what though. Somebody gets
Well, family friendly stream. Family friendly.
double advantage or something.
I
don't
mean,
know.
mostly.
Double crit. I don't know. So, but the 8 points that you see around the glowy circle, those are like pillars. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, in there on the other side of those pillars, you see 2 rather sizable flail snails.
Yes.
Okay. And they, but they're like glowing, and the colors are shifting in the glow that they have, almost chromatic.
Interesting.
Ooh. Yeah. Because I like to homebrew chromatic things. It's fun.
Does not bode well.
Hey, I didn't pull out the diachromatic platypus, so we're okay.
Probably fine. It's not like we might die or something.
And then what you can't really see is Mr. Sneaky hiding behind the other poles. So
I see you, Sneaky Heidi.
yeah. But I mean, obviously, everyone knows he's there. So that's what you see. So I'm sorry, Evian, go ahead and make your move.
Oh, I get to start it off. Oh shit. 30-foot movement. So that is cool. I can move to like literally the doorway. Let me do that. And I want to cast a spell.
Okay. You can see either of the flail snails.
Okay. How far are they? Oh, sweet. So I'm going to fire Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
The snail on the right.
On your character's right is what you're saying? The one at the top?
Yeah. So my character's facing the doorway. It's
Yep.
character
Okay.
right.
So that is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, wisdom saving throw, failed save, they take 3d6 psychic damage and then move as far away from me as possible.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Fucking A, yo. Yeah, it gets advantage on saving throws versus spells. And I rolled a natural 19 and a natural 18.
Ooh. Gross.
Like that is gross. So
successful save, it still takes half damage, so I'll just roll a 3d6 and we can just divide that in two.
Sounds good.
And then it doesn't have to move away. So
okay.
Wow, that's fun. 7 points of damage divided by 2.
7 divided by 2. I always give the extra number to the player, so that would be 4 damage. And so you did your movement. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do? Like give inspiration or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd like to give inspiration.
Okay.
I'm gonna give inspiration to Halleck, and how am I gonna give it? The floor is yours, my friend. Go smash.
And what die is your inspiration die?
Inspiration dies.
Is that like an 8? D8?
I'm trying to find it in my character sheet. Features and traits.
Oh, I have
D8.
Okay, D8. Cool. So Palak, you'll have a D8 inspiration to use on your next turn. It is now Captain Tool's turn. A little sneaky in the back. And, well, oh my god, this thing was fun to make. I'm really excited about this. Because I made a multi-class character too.
Oh no.
If we had been adventuring together, you all would know that if I'm fighting something, sometimes it's okay to not be near me when that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, we would know that by now, I would think, being since we're friends.
Definitely. So that's going to be, that's 150 feet. So, yeah. I mean, right? Because you do, is that how that works? You do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, okay, this is quite helpful. And that's it's only 20 feet. That's not going to get everybody.
20-foot radius. We know what's coming.
Oh no.
Radius is radius. Oh, that's better. Okay, so
Fireball.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So how do you do? Here we go. Right. Draw shape. Oh, I'm trying to.
Yeah. Or if it's just immediate, you just use your measurement stick, click on the point, and swing around 20, and you can just see it. You know what I'm saying? Like you. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, I see what you're saying. So like I measure out, and then I do what?
So you can let go of the measurement.
Oh, okay.
And then wherever that point is, you can just measure out 20 feet in every direction from that and see who you get.
Oh, boy.
Geez.
Yeah.
So that's everyone except for Nar. Okay.
Of course.
Yep. So, dexterity saving throws from everyone except for Nar.
Of course.
I will take.
Hey, not be standing in that range. For goodness sake.
Hey.
16.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
Fulton has a 13.
13. And who yelled out 16?
Me.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
We just lost somebody.
We just lost.
Crafty Sag. All right. Hang on. Oh God, get out. Okay, fuck off, cat. I'm on it.
Okay. So basically, what am I doing? We don't know about Evian yet, but Harkin, you saved, and Flit, you saved.
Oh no.
Do you want me to roll for Evian?
What about those who did not save?
We're about to find out.
It was 16, like a 16 is good.
A 16 is good, but the DC was 17, unfortunately.
Clackety clacks. I'm hearing lots of clackety clacks.
Level 6.
We're and I'm sorry, I never used this spell. I did.
Fireball? You never use Fireball?
It's something else.
No, honestly, none of my wizards ever have Fireball.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and you're back. Okay. I was so impressed with my ability to quickly start changing cameras that now we're okay.
That went up.
That was a wonderful mini panic of what the hell is going on.
And did you roll a dexterity saving throw there, Evian?
Oh yes.
I missed.
Okay.
After my turn was ended, I lost basically everything.
Oh, okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw as 5 out of the 6 of you are caught in a fireball.
Oh.
Let's see if you join us.
Wait, I rolled a 17.
In the sauna.
You saved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I automatically assumed I was one of the ones who get caught in the fireball. That's all. Yeah.
All right. So dexterity saving throw. That's an 11.
Okay, that is a failure.
In the sauna.
But I did not roll. Gosh, I even did this at a 4th level. I didn't roll that well, so that could have been a lot worse. So that is going to be to those that failed, that's going to be 38 points damage. To those that saved, it's going to be 17. That's fire damage.
17.
Sure, totally immune to fire damage. That's normal.
Did I not? I guess I didn't.
Feathers are
succeed.
singed.
How much damage did I just take?
38. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be 19. That'd be 19 points to the folks that saved. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I saved or not.
Oh, you did not save.
Okay, so I take 38 points of damage, and holy, I'm almost toast.
I'm right there with you.
Ah, yay, fireball, the way to start off the fights.
Oof. You know, it's one of those things. Like everyone's like clustered together in the beginning, so I think it's a smart.
No. Fireball is just a fat, big blow up spell. That's
like
it.
I never use it generally, but
it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful lump of.
Okay. So it is Nar's turn.
Pyro's dream.
All right. Do I see where the fireball came from?
What's your passive perception?
It is 18.
Okay, yeah. You definitely can tell where that fireball came from.
Okay. Where from the wizard?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not exactly a wizard, but close, yeah.
Or the caster person.
The caster, yeah.
I guess I will take the in the morning Nar wakes up, she chooses her hex weapon and then she takes a bug and curses it.
Okay.
And puts it in her pocket. I will take the hex bug out, crush it, and transfer the curse onto the flail snail. I suppose that's what I'm fighting first because I can't get to the wizard yet.
Okay.
I will dash over as a bonus action.
Woohoo!
Fight it. I will attack it with advantage and sneak attack.
Okay.
If you're using booming blade.
Okay.
Boom!
It will not be able to move once this happens without taking additional damage.
Right.
So it is.
Okay.
So that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit.
Okay.
That hit hard.
It's got 19 damage right off the bat.
Okay.
And let's say 4 of that was necrotic.
Okay.
And then additionally, it has the booming blade on it, so it can't go anywhere. And then, because I have, I get to choose an ability for it to have disadvantage on, I choose dexterity.
Okay.
And then I will use my rakish audacity to get out of there. With
Okay.
my move, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I go right here where the bookshop is? Can I grind it, or do I need to get?
Well, there is there's a wall there.
Yeah, I counted the wall.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get back to cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So that was my turn.
Perfect. Okay, so that would be Pallet.
Oh, and you can't take opportunity attacks on me as well.
Yeah, of course, because you're a swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Got it. Awesome. Very good. So that attack just it almost like dings its shell, like it's glowing shell, like a bell. And it's almost like it's got that vibration around it, and it just kind of just almost starts to squirm back into its shell, but not quite, because all the flails, it's but Palak, go ahead.
Palak has 1 hit point. And after this fireball, I imagine that as the flames recede, strangely, his scaly claws still radiate heat, and soon they crawl, these lines of flame, too bright to be fire, illuminates him as he charges forward in a low step to right here.
Okay.
And then immediately, he uses Step of the Wind to take a dash action with his bonus action.
Okay.
Noise.
Allows him to move 30 more feet. So as he was told, the stage is his. He will make with it grace and agility. And he will go right here.
Okay.
And then, sensing the old ways that he was taught to summon the radiant sun's power, the ways of the monk priory that he grew up in, and later served until his army fell, he breathes in, feeling as though he were a great dragon, as he has always dreamed. And with one great punch, he casts a searing, radiant sunbolt.
Okay.
Which is range. Yes. I go Saint Seiya. I go Ryusei Ken for anybody who gets that reference. I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. At Sneaky Man. 23.
23 hits.
I'm going to roll damage in that case. It is 1d6 of radiant damage plus 3.
Okay.
So 7 points of radiant damage. And I'm going to do one last thing. Oh, wait. Oh. I don't know if this is a bonus action or not, because I already spent my bonus action to get there.
Yeah.
Well, I had something epic in mind. But unfortunately, I spent my bonus action. So I will end my turn there.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
Inspiration is not an action.
Yeah, I know.
It's a reroll.
Alrighty.
I had a beautiful burning hands ready for this with the other fist.
Okay.
Next turn. No, I was going to pour all my ki into it.
Why don't we say that $69 donation gives you that extra bonus action? Do it.
Just yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Do it.
So, Palak, feeling his life ebbing and flowing, punches again, this time making a 15-foot cone, as Burning Hands is wont to do, into our evil foe. Would you make a dexterity saving throw?
I shall. And
You have to beat an 11.
Holy. I got a 10.
Nice.
Woohoo!
So, I can infuse this Burning Hands with a maximum of 3 key points, bringing it to a level 4 Burning Hands spell.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Granting
Blessed.
7d6.
Awesome. Roll those dice.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh my god! Okay, hold on.
Math.
That was a good reaction.
Sometimes it's hard to tell with 4. I've been playing with him for about 2 years now, and yeah, it's always excitement.
Not only is Palak infused with his honored past and the things he has been taught, he's the smell of the whiskey that was promised to him. Oh, cask, whatever that means. Fuels this next punch with 30 points of fire damage.
There you go.
Nice.
Well, bam. Very good. Very good.
And then wait.
So you fire over your searing bolt and it smacks him in the shoulder, and then just flames erupt from you and almost engulf him for a moment. As you see, after that flames clear, you see what looks like a dragonborn but the Dragonborn has these large, but like almost defiled, melted-looking butterfly wings.
No, my cousin.
Yeah, so this isn't the wizard that you're seeing.
This is the
like you're seeing like the familiar that they described earlier, just bigger and more evolved. Maybe something crazy is happening there. So, yeah, there you go. And Harkin, your turn.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to navigate this. So when this one moves, it's gonna go boom. So I don't want to get close to that one. I can't make it up to Palak for healing hands.
It won't affect you if you move past it.
Oh,
It's
really?
Just because it just affects it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it only affects it. Okay.
From other, but nobody else's.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go up and engage this fine gentleman right here with his flaily, snaily bits. And I'm going to Green Flame Blade!
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Cyril, something just happened on my thingy here. Oh, nothing. Thank you for the resub by Sonic as I look at my character sheet. There we go.
Harkin, please get out of the way though when you're done.
Yeah, can I do that? I think I can do that.
You might have an attack of opportunity on it though.
I'm checking one thing real quick because you're right. I'm gonna go to the other one. I'll go to that guy.
Okay. Actually, you're fine. It's fine. I don't have to.
No, it's fine. And that way you'll do your damage, and I'll be over here doing this thing. I'm gonna take my bonus action to cast Hex on this flail snail.
Okay.
And then Green Flame Blade. Oh no, wait, I can't because it's a cantrip. So I'm just gonna do Green Flame Blade. It's fine. I'm easy. So it's gonna be +7. Boink, twice. So the first one's a 13.
13?
Yeah.
That's gonna miss.
All right. The second one is an 18.
Okay, the 18 hits.
Okay. So that's gonna be 2d8 plus 4 plus hex damage. So 2d8 plus 4 is gonna be 14 plus 4 is 18 plus the hex, which is it's been a little while since I played my warlock. I apologize.
Okay.
When you're using spells out of 3rd level to 4th level. 2d6, yeah, plus 2d6 damage. Boink.
Oh, good.
So I did 14, 18, 22, 25 points of damage.
Very good. Another just slam, and yeah, and one of the little flails like all drooping now, but they're still very active. And it is now the flail snail's turn. So, we'll start with the one that's right there on Harkin, and it is it's gonna tentacle.
Yeah, it's a story of my life. I have an EC of 19, by the way.
Alrighty. That is, they do. Okay, so we'll just do that. Okay, sounds good. First attack plus. That's gonna miss. And second is a crit.
Oh no! I might fall down. That fireball was not kind.
Oh jeez.
So. Okay, well, that's not too bad. That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, 7? Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, 7 points bludgeoning damage, and oh man, that's messed up, dude. Okay.
It's flail snail. I'm used to it.
Wow, that's a lot of attacks. Okay.
I had a roommate who was a flail snail once. He was just beat everything up. It was terrible. It's terrible. I'm used to this.
What the? Okay, usually my rolls as a DM are terrible.
Okay, so how much do I hurt?
That's going to be another 6.
Oh, that's okay. We're still in it to win it. All right. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
And then the other flail snail standing there alone and everything and not liking that, seeing you punch his big buddy, he's going to start moving towards you, so he's going to take that damage.
Boom.
Boom.
Where am I? Oh, that's why. There we go. So it's going to start moving towards Harkin and...
Damage.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that damage.
15.
15. Excellent. So it starts to...
Rings out.
It starts to trudge forward. It really has just 15 movement, so it doesn't move very fast. And as it trudges forward, it just boom around it. And it kind of stops for a second and almost starts to crawl back into the shell again. And where are we at? Okay, yeah, it is definitely hurting. And it didn't even really get that far. So that's their turn, and that brings us to Flit.
Okay. If I'm using my fly speed, which is much more than my walking speed, can I use my bonus action dash on that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, just checking. Right. I'm not going to bonus action dash, but I'm going to fly into the room and kind of stick by this pillar over here. And I am going to hit this flail snail with a mind spike.
Oh, mind spike. Awesome.
Mind spike.
All right,
Okay.
so
that's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. All right. Let's see here. Okay. That's a 1. Oof.
Okay, so that's I'm looking at 3d8.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I have to do math. Okay. That's 10 points of psychic damage.
10 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
So,
and if I've done my math correctly, I should be able to bonus action hide behind the pillar. I think I have enough movement left. I'm just gonna pop behind this pillar.
okay. That sounds
And
good.
hide.
So you drive this mental spike into the brain of the flail snail, and it is in agony. It's like almost all those little flails are all droopy, and it just looks sad, and it's not doing well at all. And now it is Fulton.
Okay, Fulton. He was very confused and insult. Everyone charged forward, and he's a big guy, and so he's not the fastest thing on the planet. But what he is going to do is he is going to basically just start charging in, knowing that his job as tank is to get in there and to protect his friends. And so I'm going to move and dash 60 feet forward.
Okay.
And having learned our lesson about not clumping up, I'm going to take myself to there. I think that's square. And then as my bonus action, because being the tankety tank that I am going to cast Healing Word on myself to get some hit points back. So since I failed on that deck save, so that is a 7 plus 3, so 10 points of healing, and that's my action, my movement, and my bonus action.
Okay.
And Fulton just in this sort of big furlbog covered in this sort of burnt wood armor, bark armor, just charges forward, antlers down to get in position.
Awesome. So we're like 172 above goal already. Like,
yeah, boo.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Try again.
I think that means like at the end of the round here, there's like this weird holy light that just kind of radiates around all the players, and you all heal up to max.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you for the donations, folks.
Because that's just like, that's great. That's a lot. So so now we're back at the top of the round with Evian.
Magnificent, because I was going to cast Cure Wounds at a high level just to get me up from 7.
No.
That's where I was at. But now I can cast the good spells. Let's do this. First, well, okay, so before I move, I'm going to move in further, but first, I want to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
And that takes up the full action, so I'll have 3 duplicates of me.
Yep. Very good. And so that's your main action. You have movement and a bonus action.
Yes. I kind of want to move. Yeah, move over there.
Okay.
So 30 feet. And then I don't think I have anything for bonus action. But I think all I have is
you can give it inspiration.
Oh, that's right. So Halleck still has inspiration. So let's give.
Or you can. Oh no, I'm not looking at your character. Whoops! Stop that. Giving things away. Don't do that.
I'm gonna give Harkin inspiration.
I feel inspired.
You got this, my friend.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, a friend.
All
Is
right.
it a D6 or D8?
That's a D8. Harkin, you've got that for your turn.
Yep.
And all right, now it's Captain Tool's turn. And what's he gonna do now? Well, let's see. There is a pesky kobold that's tried to set him on fire. So
I'm growling.
let's try to. No. Okay. Let's Chaos Bolt. Yeah, that sounds like fun, right?
Come on and kill me.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's an attack. Okay, cool. So that is a does a 17 hit? It does. Okay. Alrighty. And that's a 2, and okay. Did I cast that at a?
Is it some sort of missile?
No.
Okay.
Not quite. I can't give that to you. So this is going to be 7 or 3. Why don't we fight fire with fire? And that's going to be fire. So that's going to be 15 points of fire damage.
That's ouch. But not as ouch as the fireball.
And now for a bonus action.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Cool. He's going to. Oh, no, he's not. So that's it. No, he's done.
That was 15, right?
15 points of fire damage, yes. All right. It is now Nar's turn.
All right. I'm going to go in and try and finish up this snail here. So I'll move in. I will do precisely what I did last time.
Okay.
It's, because there's no one near me, I get advantage on it. 16, so that's a 24.
Oh yeah, totally.
All right. Sorry, it's a 22.
Oh, okay. Well,
The
still.
8 plus 4 plus 9 sneak attack, which is 2d6 plus 8 first, which is another d6. So it's 11 damage that time.
11 damage. Okay.
And I will again try and move to a point of cover.
Okay.
That's a pillar, correct? Right here?
Those are pillars, yes.
Okay, I will duck behind the pillar.
Okay. So with 11 points of damage, you essentially you swipe and like 2 flails fly off and it just slumps to the ground and it's gross.
Is it dead?
It's dead. Yeah.
Okay, I will now move my hex. Well, I can't do it till next turn, but I can move my hex to something else.
Definitely.
Nice.
Oh, right. That was the fun part. Okay.
Uh-oh. Always good when the DM says that.
Lair. It's got
ball.
No.
Nope. Okay. So the only person within 10 feet.
Damn it!
Orkin.
They blow up.
Oh no! Oh no! No.
Oh, okay. And let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh, that's just mean. Now you're just being mean.
I'm kidding. So it's as like essentially the snaily, the soft bit on the inside kind of just melts down, and the shell that is glowing.
Sure.
These different colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, the shell drops and kind of shatters out. And when it shatters, it shatters when the coloring was red.
Neat.
So that's fire.
Sure.
All about the fire.
10 points of fire damage.
No save? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
right.
arguing for advantage. Just I'll take my 10 points and go home.
No. Go ahead.
To just hearken.
Make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. Doesn't matter. I mean, that'll be a 6. So yeah, I'll just take my 10 points of damage. Like I said, I'll just take my 10 points of damage and go home.
Man, I swear. Oh, okay. Palik.
Hi. Hello?
Hi, Palik.
Mr. Obama.
Hello? I would like... It's my turn, right?
Yes.
Greeting. Halleck charges this fairy dragonborn, perhaps, and attacks with a punch. Nuts! I still have inspiration, do I?
Yes.
If you haven't used it, then yes.
Great, because I rolled a 2! 20.
Wow, all right.
I will roll damage right now. 4. But I use my bonus action to make a tavern brawler grapple, which is my feat. And every time I make an unarmed strike, I can use my bonus action to grapple the target. And I wrap my spindly arms around him, and I'm like,
I like the visual of. I like to call kobolds dwarf dragonborns personally, but it's the little dwarf dragonborn grappling a larger dragonborn-like creature. They have a strength save or anything like that, right? Or is it a contested strength or something?
I think it's just an action.
Okay.
Yeah, so the grapple's an action. For them to break out tends to be the athletics check.
There it is. Okay, thank you.
So I could stop it from casting spells, hopefully. Just like,
yeah. I like it. That's your... Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, so it is Harkin.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the one attack of opportunity from backing away from this thing. Because when it hits me, when I kill it, it's just going to blow up. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go to there. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you Eldritch Blasting?
The flail snail.
Okay.
I didn't want to be near it when it went kerplunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to make its attack of opportunity.
Sure.
I'm just going to do one of the flails because that's fair.
Okay.
But that's does a 19 hit?
19 just hits because of course it does. Because of course it does.
Of course. That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure. This D&D Beyond, guys, it's a pretty great way to track health. All right, 2 Eldritch Blasts. First one. These are plus 7, I do believe. Yes. Well, that's a natural 20. So I don't need to use my... I think the other one's a 6. So that'll be a 13. So I'm going to use my... so that'll be a total... I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration for a total of 19.
Or I think I remember seeing in the chat, Kit, I think it was maybe Kit, gifting me a crit or something like that.
Yes.
I'm going to give you that crit.
Aw.
For that second roll.
Dude. Well, that'll be 4d10 plus 8 damage.
Woo! Do it.
Well, that was starting with 3. Okay, that's better. 15 plus 3 is 18, plus 4 is 22.
Okay. 22 and... All right. So you pop it like a Fraggle and it's just poof. Nothing around it. But we'll say... Oh, okay. A burst of acid just like fans out from the exploding shell.
Okay.
All right.
For my bonus action, I would like to hex the dragonborn fairy weirdness, whatever it is.
Fairy dragonborn, I think, is pretty good name for it. Yeah.
Hex you. Okay, I'm done now.
All right, it has been hexed. And now that the flail snails are gone, it's not their turn, so Flit.
Okie dokie. Seeing my little friend kind of grappling with this like thing, I'm just gonna like fly right along the back, kind of literally like over Evie and just like, excuse me, pardon me, just like over the top. And I am going to attack with my hand crossbow, which is also my packed weapon. Because it's little, and I'm little. It's the thing.
I love it.
Okay. Because what's a party without 3 warlocks?
Yeah. Okay. So, 11 plus 7 is
18.
18. Thank you. So 18.
18 hits.
Yay. Okay. So that's 1d6. That's 4, 5, 6 points of damage. And because I have crossbow expert, I can take another shot with my other hand.
Excellent.
Hand crossbow.
Pew pew.
Great.
So I'm gonna take another shot with my other hand crossbow. What was the number I just said? It was 4. But it was 6 points of damage. Right, hold on.
You are also. And did you add your sneak attack into that?
I didn't, because I didn't know if I was being sneaky.
I will go ahead and give it to you because it's just like it's distracted with the monk, and you're kind of firing it from behind. I would give you that. Like
awesome. Okay, so I'll add. Okay, that's 3 points of sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And now I will roll my second attack, which is not with my packed weapon. It's just with my other hand crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 2. That's not So 9 points of damage altogether.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So you fire your crossbow bolts at it, just like nailing it right in the back, right between where the wings, come out. Ouch. That's painful. So you did your bonus and your movements, and okay. Fulton, you're up.
So Fulton, seeing the flail snails taken care of, basically lowers his head and sees this sort of deformed, unnatural thing, and sort of lowers his head and charges forward. And as he does, you can see him take out this staff that is on his back. And as he's running towards it, you see him, when he's about 10 feet away, throw it forward and go, Sithrax. And the staff turns into a giant constrictor python, as it is a staff of the python. So
awesome.
A giant, big old constrictor snake lands there next to him as Fulton comes running forward. That's his action. And after he throws the staff as his bonus action, you see his head lower and his legs become stronger. His upper limbs become a little bit shorter as he wild shapes as a bonus action into basically what looks like a giant raptor, as he becomes a Dinocronus dinosaur and gets up in this guy's face, snapping. So that's his action, bonus action, and movement to get up in there. But the constrictor snake now gets his turn.
Okay.
To attempt to constrict this as it leaps up, because when Fulton tanks, he tanks with friends.
I like it.
That is going to be a 16 plus 6, so that's a 22 to constrict. It hits.
Okay, so I'm not familiar. It's an attack.
It's a melee weapon attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
it just has to beat, and on hit, it becomes constricted. He becomes constricted. So he also takes a little bit of damage with that, not a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Because I roll bad. I rolled an 8 and a 7 on 2d8. So he takes 15 points, 15 plus 4, takes 19 points of bludgeoning damage as this snake bursts out of the staff. And basically, as Fulton is throwing it, it just becomes this huge constrictor snake that basically just, like an anaconda, just slams into the side of this guy and then wraps him up. The cool part about that is he's not just grappled, he is restrained. So melee attacks have advantage against him. As he is now restrained by this giant constrictor snake, and his attack rolls have disadvantage, and attack rolls against him are at advantage, as he is now wrapped up, grappled and restrained by a constrictor snake and a crazy kobold.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. I love it. Okay, we are back at the top of the round. Evian.
Okay. How is Harkin, how are you on health?
I'm at halvesies.
Okay.
I'm about half.
Do you want to heal?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Because we're getting close to the end and you don't want to kind of go charging in.
Truth. We got about 15 minutes left, by the way. Yeah.
So I will come move up to Harden and cast. As soon as I open the right, the right window, we'll cast Cure Wounds at. Let's cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay. So that's 3d8.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, not too bad.
Oh wow.
10, 15, 16 hit points back.
I'll allow it. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Oh no, that's damage. Not okay. That's here.
Yeah. Don't damage yourself more.
Thanks.
Okay. Bonus action.
I have one more inspiration left that I can do. So
I would probably do that to whichever player's next. That's probably Nars is probably a good one to give that to, because we're getting close to the end here. So
yeah.
Do we think we're fighting one more thing, or are we taking? Is this going to be our big baddie?
Oh, this is your big baddie.
I will take the inspiration. Thank you very much.
Yay!
But it is now the big baddie's turn. So he's got to make a wow. What does he have to do to all this stuff?
Spend your action to make a strength check to escape my grapple.
Okay, and then
also escape the restraint.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I loved what Fulton did.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So, with the strength of,
wizard.
No, it's not a wizard. So, it's not a wizard. Yeah, you guys are doing really good things. Does a 15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have like the tiniest DCs.
Okay, so, but I guess it only escapes one, and then,
so what the table call I would make is that if it beat both, it would break both. If it beat one, it breaks. That's what I would. Because I don't think there's a rule for like double grapple.
Right.
But narratively, it makes a lot of sense.
I need to look up Fulton's DC on that. So.
Of course, there might be, and chat could tell me I'm wrong.
Hey, we would love to.
Yeah.
What's the question?
So we have a grapple and a restrained applied at the same time.
Or is it a versus?
It tends to be an athletics check to break a grapple or restrained. Yeah.
Usually, yes.
Might be versus.
So restrained is
Well,
as always,
best spell save is a 14. So
condition ends. Oh, the condition of grappled ends if the creature's incapacitated. So if that counts, if restrained counts as incapacitated, then okay, it doesn't look like it is. It looks like they stack. So no bonus to its speed. Attack rolls have advantage. Creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage, and disadvantage on dex saves. Can't go anywhere.
Oh, that's what I can look up. Restrictor.
Yeah. Kate was saying that grapple is versus and restrained is a check.
Yeah, this is grapple.
Okay. And then, but remember, Fulton also had a restrained on him, and that's the bigger question, right? Is like, at the end of each round, you would make a check based on.
Because it would want to get out of the constrictor thing first. If it only was able to do one, because that causes damage, and causes disadvantage and things like that. So
I think you should just go with your gut. I think you just go. It's 10 minutes left. Go with your gut.
Yep, I'm gonna say that he gets out. Okay, it's gonna break from the constrictor snake. Essentially the constriction. So, but we'll say still grapple. Yeah. Because I think Unless does he have a verbal thing? No, probably not. Oh, yes. Ha ha ha. That's what he does. Okay, so uses his regular action to break from the constrictor. His bonus action, Misty steps out of the grapple. And
food
over, we'll do there. Okay, I had the wrong thing. And go, boom, over here. And that's his action, bonus action. Movement. He's not gonna move. He's now in the center of this, in the glowing circle, so this is gonna be fun. And now it is Nar's turn.
All right. So I'm going to move my hex as a bonus action to the creature.
Okay.
And I am going to. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. I can do this. And I'm going to go ahead and boom blade, I suppose. I'm not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and same jam.
Okay.
Jam different beds.
Go up and do your, yeah.
I can't move her right now, but so hit, so I have advantage on it.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna use my crit here for the damage. So
Okay.
Crit, and I'm gonna use my reroll on that because
You're gonna-
oh no, is an 18 a hit on him?
An 18 is a hit.
Okay, then I'm good. 66. I do. Oh, and I'm doing a crit on this, so I'll reroll him as well. So 2, 4.
Okay.
6. So 34 damage. And
34.
Yes.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, there you go.
So Nar's disguise drops away. Her eyes go back to what they normally are, which is she has almost white eyes. She has a shock of black hair. She's completely pallid. And she kind of grins as her blade turns completely shadowy black. And all of the light seems to be sucked into her eyes. They turn black as well. And she runs in, almost dancing. And in a whirl of blade, swirls, the darkness encompasses the creature. And when it disappears, there is just a pile of creature where there once was a person.
Yay!
I take a wing as a souvenir and I check its pockets just to make sure there's nothing of value.
Inside, you will find a big ass ruby. Why not? You know, because
I will take
28 bags of holding.
Yeah.
Ruby the size of a schoolboy's head.
There you go. I like that one. There you go. Good. A big ass ruby. And so with that, when you take out this fairy dragon-born creature, there is an odd, like, almost like a sonic boom effect kind of flying out from him. But it's just like, it's just visual. You don't feel anything. But as it spreads out from him, everything around you like starts to brighten up. Like the dinge and the slime of just grossness that's just everywhere is just evaporated. And as you all just kind of step back out that front door and look out, the swamp below is a swamp no more. And the earth has reformed at the base of this tower that was once on a hill, covered in grass, with trees, and you see birds and little chipmunks, and it's like a brand new day. And that's where we end that game. Yeah.
Split is absolutely rolling around in the flowers like a cat in catnip, just like, flowers! Nom, 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 nom.
All right. So we have just enough time to go around and get a final shout out from everyone if you want, Maddie.
Yeah. So let's work our way around again over to on our way to Sean. I just want to say thank you to Sean. Thank you to everyone here at Welcome Party. At Welcome to the Party. I love you guys. I am so glad to be even affiliated with y'all. And you are just a pleasure to support and to hang out with. And I'm so glad I could do this. So thank you for having me. And go get some Welcome Party merch, yo. Like get it. Got the sleeveless tees in now with the Welcome to the Party logo right on the front. I've got one. It is awesome. Go get it. Buy the merch and help a brother out,
So nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear.
That's right. So we'll move over, work our way to Sean. So Tall, give it up.
Hey, I'm Tall Squall. It was awesome to play. Sorry I had to disappear from you guys a couple times. Still having hurricane stuff happening here, but it was awesome to be here. I loved getting to play Fulton, and he got to do his big snake and raptor wild shape excitement. So that was a lot of fun, and it was a pleasure to be here for the big moment when you all met your goal. It's a huge testament to all the work that y'all have put in over this until the last months to arrange this last weekend to do such a great amount of amazing work. You can find me as Tall Squall pretty much everywhere around the interwebs, but this is all about Welcome to the Parties today. So, and what the amazing thing that they've done for an amazing organization. So check them out, follow them, support their channel because they're awesome.
They are definitely indeed. Crafty Psych.
Hi, y'all. I'm Crafty Psych, aka Christine. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet as @Crafty Psych. So come say hi. I am so happy to be a part of this community and help out in all of this. Thank you, everyone, for helping us reach and surpass our goal. It's amazing. I'm still a little speechless about it. So thank you for donating. Thank you for sharing links. Keep it up. We still got a few more hours left to go. We got this. We did this. So happy about all of this. I'm proud of y'all.
Awesome. Shakespeare.
Hi, I am Shakespeare. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Shakespeare. I'm not going to add too much to what has already been said because I will start crying again. This was an incredible achievement. Everyone involved, Throck, everyone, all the producers and the DMs and the players. I'm going to start crying again. It's absolutely flipping fantastic. Keep meeting these goals, reaching the stretch goals. If we get to 6K, I will get a tattoo. If you get to 7K, I'll let you pick where it goes, okay?
Oh. Well, that's incentive right there, folks. Come on.
With a few, exceptions. Nothing on my face.
Within reason.
I have to work.
Within reason.
It's absolutely fantastic. This was a very, very bright spot in a series of dark days. Let's keep going, shine the light. I love all of you so much. I'm gonna cry. Horrible.
Oh, you guys, so great. 4.
Hello, I am 4. You can find me at On the Forefronts at Twitter, where you can say hi. I'm kind of just in awe, really, because you all are just fantastic, and it makes me all the more excited for what's to come, because I think you've really made a difference today and the past, I think, 48 hours. It's these things that I think can uplift people, not only those who benefit from the money that all of you watching have raised, but to those of us who sometimes feel like there's nothing we can do in this world that time and time again seems to work against us. Well, we can work against it at the same time. We proved it right here. So keep moving forward to what comes next, because there will always be something to fight. But it makes me all the more excited because I'll be playing Mouse Guard soon with all of you. Well, not all of you, but here. And I'll be getting back onto the Twitch tabletop shenanigans because I love my horses. And Halleck was a little boy and he got whiskey. And he got it and he was like, and he was like, oh, it's good.
That's awesome. I love it so much. Jen.
I am Jen. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as DreamWisp and on Twitch as DreamWispJen. It is what everyone has said. I mean, this is a really tough time in the world, and the way we get through that is my grandma used to say action absorbs anxiety, and I love that, and I try and live my life with that. And this is a small action that we took, and we did some good today. And the way we get through this is taking care of one another and defending each other. And, it's not easy, but every human being deserves dignity and rights and to have a chance to live the best life possible. And this is a really important cause. And today we did something to help that. But please be kind to everyone, because there's so much horrible stuff going on. We don't need to add to that.
Right.
There's just been so much vitriol, and the way that we get through this is with kindness, I think. But I don't know. It's
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's love.
I'm all about that.
Yep. Okay, y'all.
You can find me also on Here's the Veil, D&D Beyond, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Pacific every week. It's my last plug on that. But yeah, kindness and love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, sorry for the ramble.
Oh, you're good. Thank you, Jen.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tall Squall. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Christine, and Shakespeare, and Four, and everybody who's been in chat, and everybody who's given. I got to move us on to the next group because I want them to have their full 2 hours. It's going to be Leona Maple, B. Dave Walters, and the crew playing some Iron, playing Masks. But before we go, I get to set us up a new giveaway, which is super exciting. So what do we think we should call this? I think we're just going to call it Goal. I think let's be easy with this one and just celebrate the winning. And we'll just call this exclamation point goal because we made the goal. And so what are you getting now that this is open? You have the opportunity to win an Expanse PDF by Green Ronin Publishing. I love that show. I haven't got to read the book yet, but I love that show. A $20 Modifius gift certificate for the store, or 3 sets of Halloween Horrors dice from Ice Cream Dice. So, yeah, I know.
Ice Cream Dice is awesome.
They
Ice
are.
Cream Dice is
Spooky math rocks.
All right. So we're going to be out, and we love you very much, and we'll be back in 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, bye.